All right, we're live. Welcome everybody. This is not our Monday night. This is not our normal night. This is Thursday, but it is our normal time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thanks so much for being here. I think we're gonna have some fun tonight. I don't know. This is entirely new for us tonight. Something new. We're testing it out. We're gonna see how it goes. And if nothing else, so what? We just have a live, answer some questions, have some fun, talk to some people. And that's always a good time, right? You might hear some music in the background. That's something new too. Turn up a little bit here. Ooh, nice, right? A little background music. I'll turn it down so it's not too distracting, but tonight's not gonna be too much action, so I thought a little music in the background might be nice. Let's do some shout outs here. We got 75 people on. All right. Mama G is in the house. Thanks, Mama G, for being here. I appreciate it. Camille Burmeister, welcome. Ashley Reed, Sandra Snyder. Sandra says, I love to watch, but I don't need anything. That's awesome. I think tonight we're just going to be watching. We're not going to be auctioning anything off live. We're going to be watching stuff on eBay get auctioned off live. Of course, you're always welcome to go and bid on that over on eBay. But these are some rare items, and they're not really for everybody. There's lots of trains, die-cast airplanes, some Star Wars toys, and a vintage Sony Walkman, which is really quite something. Karen Lord's in the house, and Angel's mom. Hey, Margaret. Thank you all for being here. Dawn Cloninger, welcome. Welcome. Let's see if I can go back a little bit. Christian Gomez, what's up? Let's see. Catherine Drouse, welcome. I see a lot of familiar faces from our Monday night auctions, which are only on YouTube. But I see some maybe new people too, I hope. We're also broadcasting this tonight on Facebook, so we'll get some Facebook people here as well. Dakota Tuma, what's up? Steven Slobnick, welcome. Thanks for being here. Timbo White, Valerie Ellis. Let's see. Oh, we had a new member earlier. This is for our on our YouTube side. It won't be on Facebook, but YouTube side. Joanne Tellens, welcome. She just became a member tonight. Thank you so much. And if you're on Facebook and you're like, what does that mean, become a member? Don't worry. Come watch our live show on YouTube on Monday nights, and you'll understand what it is in regards to our live auctions and also just being a supporter, another level of supporting our channel and what we do here. So let's see. Let me get a little caught up here. Daniel Estrada, what's up? Thanks for being here. Dave Rhodes says, this should be fun. I hope so, Dave. I hope so. I think so. Ashley Sally says, hi. Rhonda Jean, hello. Tammy Abbott Curtin, hi from South Carolina. That's cool. Dawn McKay's from Manila, Philippines. Awesome. Thanks, Dawn. Kathy Vitalicio. Stephanie Harrison. I'm seeing a lot of Facebook people now. Right on. Kathy's online sales. Welcome. Gary Luchetti, what's up? Clay Cap 4, Janice Lucier, and Angels Vintage Treasures. Hey, thanks for being here. Jesse Smith, Emily Chumbler, Burnett. I may not get to everybody saying shout outs here. Maricon Razzo, welcome. Seen a lot of Facebook people here. And that is so cute. Cool. Moar from the Philippines. Welcome. I know we have a lot of Philippines viewers, and we so appreciate you guys. It's so incredible that we can connect with people very far away, and you guys can enjoy this silly stuff that we do, which is dig through storage lockers most of the time, right? Sometimes we're doing lives with something a little bit different. Jill N, welcome. Hey, thanks for being here. Gavin Tinsley, May and Mina from the Philippines. Awesome. Gavin's from the UK. Man, so many people from all over. So I could probably do this all night. We got 356 people on. I may not be able to call out too many more. Michigan gal, hey, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Traveling Picker Pat D's says, is it Monday already? No, we're Thursday now too, Pat. So just kidding. Just this week we're trying out Thursday. We always do it Monday night at 5 p.m. If you guys aren't familiar with the YouTube channel side of it, it's always 5 p.m. Pacific on Mondays. And I know that we have a lot of Facebook people watching, and we don't go live very often on Facebook. But tonight we are. Mac McClellan, welcome. So here's what we're doing tonight, guys. If you were on our Monday night show, you'll know because we talked all about it. Tonight, we're just going to be watching some of the eBay auction items close. We got 13 items that were put up for auction. Right now, there's bids on 12. So 12 are going to sell tonight. Maybe that 13th will sell too. And the 13th one's kind of a rare, real niche product. So who knows? I know there's some watchers on it. And we're going to just kind of watch this thing and just see if there's any surprises tonight. Kim Sanchez. Hey, Kim. Thanks for being here. Oh, that's it. Steven says, I was looking at a local online auction. Neat stuff. Cool. Yeah, we have neat stuff in this tonight. Oh, Nadia's in here too. Hey, Nadia. That's funny. We have a lot of familiar faces from our live auctions on Mondays. But yeah, we're doing something a little bit different tonight. Let me show you what we got going on here. Let's see. Ooh, I'm way behind on the chat. Sorry, guys. If I didn't say hello to you, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat. We have a lot of chat here. 428 people on. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching our videos. Really, we so appreciate it. And Ma Jessica Tajonera says, we love you here in the Philippines. So thank you so much. I definitely feel the love from the Philippines. You guys are very nice and always such nice comments coming from that part of the world, and we really appreciate you guys. So tonight we're going to watch the eBay sales close, and I just want to show you what I've got here. I've got my store window up, and these are all the items that we've got tonight. So you can see over here the green area, that is the current bid. The green ones mean we have a bid, and over here views and watchers. Number of watchers is important because the higher the number, the more likely we are to see some activity. You see this vintage Star Wars figure right here. This is the blue Snaggletooth. I think it was only mail order through SEARS. Very rare piece. We were fortunate enough to find 2 in that coin collector locker. That was really exciting. Is right now the bid's at $460. We have 111 watchers. That's surprising. That's really interesting. But what's probably maybe a little more interesting is that Sony Walkman that we have, that vintage one, and this came out of the train locker. That is currently at $1,275. I'm so surprised by that. I know this is something good. I know this is something special because this is like the one the collectors really want, and it's metal. And ours is in excellent condition, and most of the ones that you find have had to be rebuilt. This one works perfectly, and what a find, what a find. For that train locker, there's been lots of amazing finds, but this one, I didn't think it was going to go for that much. I thought it was going to be like a $700 or so, because that's the range they sell, $500 to $1,000, usually what they sell for. We've surpassed that. I think ours is a really nice example of one. Carrie Sims says, new to your show, and it's very interesting. I will have to check out your YouTube channel. Yeah, please do. We have every video that we put up recently, meaning like over the past year, we put up on Facebook also. So everything that's going up on YouTube is also on Facebook. We do a little bit more shorts and reels and stuff on Facebook. So we do some little different stuff there, sometimes a different posting or two. But YouTube is where like really our core is, because YouTube has such a great platform for following our long format videos. So if you like, I know on Facebook, we get a lot of people that are frustrated saying, I can't find part 1 to this. I watched part 2, I can't find the previous one. Or I watched part 1, I want part 2 of this locker. YouTube has a very concise way of viewing stuff. You can view it chronologically. You can see playlists much easier. So just keep in mind, if you're on Facebook and you're wanting more, YouTube has it. So they don't have more videos, but they have more ways to view it and see them in order and so on. So yeah, it's cool. So let's see. We got, Beth Dudley is now Bonafide Nuts. Welcome, Beth. Thank you so much for that. Bonafide Nuts is a little bit higher membership. We do that stuff on the YouTube channel, as I mentioned earlier. So if you're on Facebook, don't worry about what all that means. That's our YouTube lingo, right? And if you guys aren't on our YouTube, you'll see in the chat there, Mama G, or Mama G Mod now. She's going to be dropping links and stuff there. She is our head moderator. She really helps keep our live events organized and fun. She takes the pressure off me to be dropping stuff and answering people and stuff. So thank you again, Mama G. And everyone just look to her if you have a question or something. She may be answering it for you right in the chat there, okay? Angel's mom, oh my goodness, with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Margaret. She says, your auctions are ending every 5 minutes. We're going to be busy. We are. Right now, it's 5:10. The first one closes at 5:30 tonight. So that's and then 5 minutes after that. That first one, I think, is a plane. We'll take a look at that in a second. Virginia Lawrence, hey, thanks for being on. Virginia's watching through Facebook. Virginia's one of our longtime supporters on YouTube, so that's cool. I'm glad you can watch it on Facebook too. Ontario Picker talked about another longtime supporter of ours. He says, we are all nuts. Larry's nuts. I can guarantee that. And Larry's up in Canada, watching us from Canada. Thanks for being here. Deborah Clark Brown, welcome. Another one of our familiar faces. Lisa Wadwell, doing great, only 25 up here at the moment. Oh, okay. She's answering Gary. We had some nice weather today. It was like mid-60s. My mom and I went to the flea market and sold off. If you watched the last video we put out, the one I bought with my daughters, we sold almost the entire locker today. All the good stuff went home. It's in the garage, but all the like regular stuff, flea market stuff, went to the flea market today, and we blew it all out. It was really an incredible day. We were actually out of there at 10 a.m., but we were there. We showed up at 5:30. We were setting up like at 5:45 to 6. It was an early morning. We were mobbed in the dark. It was nuts. That was locker nuts for sure. And we did pretty good. We sold we came home, I should say, with about $740 in cash. That locker cost us $1,000. I've gone to the dump a few times, so we got a little more cost there, but we're pretty close to breaking even, and then it's going to be all profit. But you'll see those items in upcoming videos, the good stuff, and that stuff's going to make it into our live auction for the most part. I don't think there'll be too much on eBay. That's mostly live auction stuff. Lots of toys. We've already sold a little bit of stuff like DVDs and electronics and stuff. Got another new member, Chris Deanna. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And thanks for signing up for our membership. And again, that's a YouTube thing. Nancy's saying, can you see me now? I can see you, Nancy. Alfred say, did you record that? So, I did not get very good recording today. And the reason is because when we got there, I had my truck and trailer. The trailer was packed, like so high. And just a massive amount of stuff. As soon as we got there, they were on us like boom. And really, I just could never break free to get a camera out of the car. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it later, but it was a pretty amazing thing because I had no help today besides my mom. I called a couple guys, they were already working, so they couldn't help. And then we're just out there, and all of a sudden, in the mob, in the dark, appears a good friend of mine, Clyde. And I've never seen him at that market before. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, do you need help today? And I'm like, oh, you don't have to do that. You're out here to shop. And he's like, I don't mind. I'll help you. And he helped me the entire day, and he is a super hard worker. So I said that was like a God thing. Because really, we were not prepared. We were overwhelmed, and Clyde appeared right at the moment we needed him, and it worked out great. And it was fun. I haven't worked with him in a while, so great day. What can I say? But an early day. I came home and took an hour nap before this event. So, anyways, let's see. King George Flipper Terry's in the house. What's up? What's up? Virginia Lawrence. What's up? So let's see. Let me show you what we got coming up first. Hang on a second. Let me goof around with my stuff here. There we go. Okay, so first up, we've got first auction that's coming up. And anyone who's jumping on just recently in the last few minutes, this is not a live auction where we're selling stuff off here. We're watching auctions close on eBay. This is the first time we've ever done this. We're going to try it out. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Okay. This is the first one right here, and it is a lot of these items came out of the train locker. A few of them came out of the coin locker. I think 2 came from the coin collector locker. We call it the coin collector because that's why we bought it. We were told that there's a coin collection in there. It was a very small collection, but this was the first one I hear. These are so cool. They're die-cast planes. and pretty rare pieces. We've sold, I think I've auctioned off, this is probably the third or fourth one I've auctioned off. Each one has like a little different box damage, like shelf wear on it, so I auction them separately so that people can see what the damage is, which is like a little scratches, a little dent or whatever. They're all really nice condition, but this one right now is going for $150. That was the opening bid I was asking for. We've sold them in the past for about $200, or up to $200. $150 to $200 seems to be the range. And right now we're at $150. We've got 14 watchers. You can see that. Let's see, is my thing over here? It does go. You can see my mouth. 14 watchers right there. So that'll be the first one to close. And we'll see where it goes. Could just sell at $150. It could pop at the last minute. But eBay does not do a soft bid, or is that what's called a soft close? So sometimes with auctions, they'll do like a soft close, like StorageTreasures.com, where we buy a lot of our storage lockers through. They do a soft close. If you bid in the last few minutes, it resets the clock to 5 minutes or something. And so like really an auction could extend for an hour if everyone's just like at the last minute. eBay doesn't do that. They're a hard close, I think is what it's called, and you can actually snipe it. So if you said, I want to do $151 or whatever the minimum bid is, you can put that in at the second before it closes and snipe that. It's just one of the things eBay does. So we'll be closing on time. There won't be any extended bidding process. Wanda Tepley says, watching from Florida. Love your videos. Thank you so much. And you notice that Jana is not with me tonight. She may join us later. We hope that she'll be back in time. Again, tonight she's coaching Camille's soccer team. She's the assistant coach, and they have a game today. So she's going to be a little bit late. And Grace, who sprained her ankle Sunday night, and we updated you guys on that on Monday because that involved a trip to the emergency room, and now involves crutches and a boot. We thought it was a fracture. Actually, it wasn't a fracture. It's a major sprain, major sprain or serious sprain. I forget what the medical term is, but it's like it's a bad sprain. So it's lucky there's no fracture, but sometimes they say the sprain can be just as bad or worse. So it's not good. But she's on crutches for at least a week. Here's Jana's in the chat. I see her right there. She says, "Hey, honey." Hey, Jana. I hope you guys won. Let us know in the chat there. Kathy Wood says, "Hi, Jack." Oh, this is cool. We got a lot of people on, 466 people on. Thanks you guys for being here. So let's see, where are we at on this time clock here? Not winding down. I just refreshed. We got a little under 12 minutes there. All right. Let's go back here. Yeah, cool, 11 minutes. And if you see up here, it looks like out of these 13 items right now, we've generated $7,700. Isn't that amazing? Out of 13 items, but really it's 12 because right here, this Broadway is not does not have a bid yet. It's $100. 8 watchers on it. So will we get a bid on that at the last minute? I hope so. It's a nice little piece, but very rare. Not quite as broad of a collector market for that one. So I thought we could watch these. Kind of fun. Watch them close and see what happens at the last minute, but also, yeah, thanks, Virginia. She says, glad it's not broken. Yeah, it could have also been not a fracture, actual break in that it was dealing with the growth plate, so that sometimes gets serious. And of course, worst case would be surgery. So we're thankful for all that. King George Flipper Terry says, Jack, I bought a storage locker and put the videos out. Oh, that's cool, Terry. I'll have to check it out. That's awesome. And I thought also today or tonight, if you guys have any questions about just buying storage lockers that you want to ask, I'm more than happy to answer. Maybe after these auctions are over, we could even tool around on the StorageTreasures.com website and see what's there. See if there's any, whatever. See if there's anything that's interesting out there. Karna Kiplinger, what's up? Karna watching us from Facebook. Karna's an old friend, not to mean old, but I mean she and I go way back to like elementary school, guys. That's one of my longest friends there, Karna. And thanks for being here. How awesome is that? Mia Brown's also here. Hey, watching us on Facebook tonight. That's so cool. Karen Soren says, love Locker Nuts. I love your kindness and empathy. Keep it up. From Idaho. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful state, Idaho. Thanks, Karen. So we got 421 people on. So I think some people popped in and said, nope, we're not doing a live auction tonight. So we do live auctions every Monday night, but tonight's a little something different. We'll see what happens. Anissa Edwards says, "Hi Jack, love the videos and the girls helping you out. That was fun, wasn't it? I really hope that this summer break that they're going to be more willing to help out. They're always invited, but yeah, last summer I don't think they really came, but maybe like once to a locker, if that. And they're teenagers, so they ebb and flow and go through periods where they're like no, and then they warm up to it. And I hope they're going into that phase of life. Maybe they'll warm up a little bit because it's definitely enjoyable to have them working with me. It's kind of boring working by yourself and talking in the camera like a psycho. You know, sometimes if there's people cleaning out another locker, I'll go over and just say, hey, just to let you know, like I film, you know, and I'm talking to my camera. So if you hear me, I'm not talking to myself. I'm not that weird. So, but yeah, it's fun to have company sometimes. It is. And the girls, they have a lot of energy. So that's always good. Melissa Wallace says, "Hi Jack, I just love your videos. Thank you so much. Thank you. We always we try to put out as good as we can do. You know, it's not like I don't ever say they're great, but they're as good as I can do. And I love that so many people are able to enjoy it. I think I have a really fun job, and I know a lot of people watching right now also do storage lockers. It's a dream job, really. It's a treasure hunt every day. But it is also hard work, and it is very dirty and sometimes very gross. So, Okarna says, if you ever find marbles, I'm a collector. We don't find them very often, but when we do, we usually put them in our live auction. Jana had picked up one off another storage buyer. We did a kind of a swap some stuff. He saw some stuff he wanted in ours, and Jana saw those marbles, so we did an exchange. That was a really incredible collection. We auctioned those off in like handfuls at a time, but we don't find them that often. Marbles are cool though. We love when we do find them. Sylvia Moore says, "Hi Jack and family. Hope you're all well. It popped on me. Love watching your videos from Sylvia in Nottingham, England." Sylvia, that's terrific. So cool that you watch us from England. Donna says, "Hi Jack, been watching you for quite a while. Really enjoyed the girls on the last video. Looking forward to some new videos." Thanks. I have 3 more episodes filmed from that locker because I had to go there 3 different days. So the first day with the girls, longer video, and then went back another day, and then today I cleaned out I sold everything. So really I probably have 4 more parts, just finding the time to edit and release the videos, but I've got them, so they're coming. Don't worry. Pickers Warehouse in the house. What's up, Justin? He says, "This job has all the emotions, ups and downs, and all around, such as life." It's true, huh, Justin? We do go through an emotional roller coaster. Going through a locker, for you guys that haven't done it, going through a storage locker, sometimes like you feel like kind of like a connection to the people because you're going through stuff that they didn't want anybody or didn't expect anyone else in the world to find. Sometimes that means diaries, sometimes it's photos, sometimes it's like more personal items. In this last one, there's a lot of like drugs and stuff in there. There was stuff we don't show on camera, of course. There's a lot of stuff we don't show on camera because we think some stuff's a little too personal. But yeah, you get to know people, you know, pretty well sometimes. And they show an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes a lot of really sad stories. But sometimes it's like almost like feels like an awakening, like this train locker. Having this collection, if you guys didn't watch these videos lately, this train collection we bought, the previous owner was an exceptional man, worked for Apple in the 80s and all that, and must have been extremely wealthy and a visionary, like one of these big thinker types. And that's been quite a journey for us also. Les Brooks in the house. What's up, Les? He says, "Had to have the Power Wagon fire truck home. Town had one when it arrived. Fire was out. It was so slow." Oh, really? So had to have the Power Wagon fire truck home. Cool. Is that one? I can't remember. Is that when you got off the live auction, or is that one that bought from me on eBay. I hear somebody. Someone's here. Earlier than I expected. Dusty Old Dude, what's up? Dusty Old Dude says he's been a member for 1 year, 10 months, 19 days. Dusty Old Dude's a long support of ours, Dusty, and thanks for being here. Storage Invader 702, what's up? What's up, Tom? Thanks for being here. All right, let's see. I'm falling behind in the chat now. That's me. That's what I do. Never caught up. So here we still got 150 bid on this first one, but it is going to sell. All right, it's going to sell. Let's see if we get any last minute pops on it. Looks like we got only a couple minutes left. 4 minutes on it. Come on. Let's get some bids here. Let's see. Yeah, Kirsten Dirtle says, yes, gross, need lots of gloves. Have you ever got stabbed when reaching into a bag? Hugs from Ontario, Canada. I have not. Thank God I have not. But we have friends that did. And they're 2 brothers. They're both pastors, and they buy this just for fun, really. One of them has a painting business, and he does it like part-time. The other one does a little more. And we've become good friends with them. And the brother reached into a backpack, I think it was a backpack, and got stuck with the syringe. And the whole ordeal, had to go to the emergency room, had to get all the tests for HIV and everything. Wound up costing him, hey, Camille, did you win?
0-1.
0-1, bummer. You can say hello after if you want. No laundry right now. We'll do it later. It makes too much noise. Sorry, I'm having this odd conversation with Camille. Do you want to say hello? Come here.
Hello.
She's in her soccer outfit and a little sweaty. Yeah.
Hi.
She don't get much. None of the players get many breaks, right?
No.
No.
We only have
2 steps. So they work it. They work it. All right. Well, sorry on the loss. You're still going to playoffs, though, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Sis 58, welcome. Thanks for being here. Lori Bordson Carroll says, I would love the suspense of what great find I get to uncover. I love that you get excited by change, meaning money. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm weird in that way. I do get excited by change. I can't help it. All right, looks like we've got 2 minutes, still at $150 here. I tried to stack the deck so the really exciting items are coming up closer to the 6:30. I think the last one I goofed a little and put it out a little late. It's at 6:34. So, but yeah, it'll be every 5 minutes here too, except for the very last one will be like 9 minutes. Don Henry says, what was the worst locker you ever purchased? I've told this story before, Don, but it's still clearly the worst one. It was in, I think, Oakland, which is a rough area, and it was in a rough area. Oakland has nice areas and rough areas. This is in a rough area. Like, I locked the car every time I went in the facility. If I didn't, everything would have been gutted. Literally, it was like that. I had to padlock the trailer. I had a U-Haul trailer, padlock it, and every time I come out, if there was stuff that like, I'm going to donate this, I put it on the curb next to my truck. I come back out, it's gone. So that was one good way to get rid of stuff. And I'm sure whoever took it was probably a little needy. Lucinda, welcome. Thanks for being here, Lucinda. But anyways, I bought it online. You only saw a few photos. I saw one mattress that turned out to be 4 king-size mattresses. And the place was infested with bugs. So there's like these little flies everywhere, crawling on everything, crawling on me. They had left food in there. They had gotten in the food, but they were on everything, and it was disgusting. And I took the whole thing to the dump. But what I didn't know is that it was like on the 4th floor, and there was only a freight elevator, and it was extremely slow going. And what I thought was going to be like, okay, I'm going to go there, clean this thing out, go home, switch cars, go to my daughter's, I forget, basketball game or something. I missed her entire game. I felt like a really terrible father because they wanted me there, and I couldn't make it because I was stuck. And it took me a long time, and I was exhausted. It was terrible. And to the point where I was saying, why am I doing this? Is this really where my life was supposed to go? Okay, it looks like we just sold the first item. It didn't do anything like, hey, let me see if I get an email here in a second. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Next one is also at $150. Only one bid, 13 watchers. We'll see if this one goes down. I think the other one didn't get exciting at the end there. I thought it would do like a little ticker too that doesn't seem to be refreshing. All right, that one sold. I just got the email confirmation. What happened? It sold for $175.90. Cool. All right. Scored. Last few minutes, it must have gone up $25. Okay, let me see if I can better this, make it more interesting. Because I thought it would be more exciting at the end, but if you have to refresh that often. Here, I want to show you guys, this is my sales for 31 days. I talk about a lot in the videos. This isn't like private information or anything. I do want to share this stuff with you guys. We've brought in $30,800 in the last 30 days. This is like a record for us. We did not do this. For like 4 years, I sold $3,000 a month on eBay. But this train collection has put us in a different level. We have some really great stuff that's selling. But let's see if I can see. That also includes all the shipping costs too. That's how eBay does it. So that's not the bottom line. There's fees and shipping costs. I don't know if you guys think this stuff's interesting, but I was hoping to show me the list of sold items. But you can see here the net sales 24,000. They take a lot of money out. Hey, Jana's here. She'll join us in a moment. Okay, she's not going to join us in a moment.
I'm going to for a few minutes because I want to say hi now.
Okay.
Are you in between bids right now?
Yeah, so but it's not updating it live like I thought it would be, like a ticker going down right here. You have to keep refreshing.
Oh.
So like the other one was 150, but it wound up closing at 175. But we didn't see the dramatic.
I've been watching on the phone all the bids come in.
So,
you even have music going?
Yeah,
A little mood.
That's something new that StreamYard does for us. They let us put music in.
Look at who we have in.
Lars Holm watching. Welcome, thank you. And get some hellos. Cammy Wilson's in the house. What's up? Julie's heart, I just saw it just popped.
I see Camille. I haven't
Hey,
seen her in a while.
Israel, did I say hi to Israel? I'm not sure. I saw you in there.
We
Thanks for
lost
being here.
1-0. But last time we played them, it was 8-2. So we really
they have a good team.
Yeah, we made it to playoffs. It's just
Yeah.
So let's see. So everyone on Facebook too, right? So
yeah. So you see the little F's and then the play buttons.
That's so awesome.
Les Brooks says, I wish I could get a blue Snaggletooth. He is the only original I'm missing. Oh, really, Les? Well,
Les, really?
It's not cheap, but it is up for auction tonight. And it's a pretty good example of one, too.
So
Both of them are great.
So far?
Just one. 5:30 now. 5:35 are coming up. Let me refresh. So this one, we didn't talk about it, but this one's a nice little metal train. I think it's brass. And it's a Broadway Limited, which we've sold quite a few of these. Beautiful, beautiful trains, and they sell for decent value. This one I put on auction just because we wanted some exciting stuff. But if I just put this up for sale, oh, cool. Whoever bought that plane already paid. We love that.
That is nice.
I love it.
When that happens. Look at how many watchers are on the Snaggletooth.
I know.
Dude, you have 115
That's
watchers.
Very high. $492 right now.
Oh my gosh.
Let's refresh. I have to keep refreshing. So,
can people still
54
buy
seconds
shirts tonight?
I haven't talked about it.
Okay.
We will. Mama G's been dropping our links and stuff in there, though. Thanks again, Mama G. We appreciate it. 47 seconds.
We got beanies this week. So
we want to show them the beanie. We just got brand new merch, guys. We've had shirts and trucker hats forever. And now we just got beanie hats.
So cute, right? Like super loving this beanie.
They're warm.
And what's the deal on those tonight? What are you doing with that?
Let's go here real quick. There we go. Do we sell it? 11 seconds. It's up to 162. Woo! I'm just going to keep refreshing here, guys. 7 seconds. 5 seconds.
Oh, every 2 seconds. Wow.
2 seconds.
Now it just says condition.
Nothing.
Oh, ended.
Ended. Okay. 162. Cool. All right.
Is that what you expected for that?
I have no idea. It's been a while since I researched it. So
yeah, you've researched so much since then you probably get confused with that.
The Snaggletooth I don't get confused on because these are This is an exceptional find right here.
It's pretty cool.
Actually, this guy that we see at the markets, his name Manuel. He's a young man, smart guy, and I always like seeing him because he likes to talk YouTube and stuff, and he follows our eBay store so close. He is talking about that. He's like, that is such an awesome find. He was liking it. Oh, okay. Do that right now. If you go into select
this listing, it'll do a countdown.
Okay, let me see if
That's awesome.
How do I
Thank
do
you,
that?
Mama G.
Oh, I'm in like my mode or something. Maybe if I sign out.
Your daughter's going to the movies tonight, alone with her friends.
Okay, I'm not ready for that. Okay, select listing. Let's see. I think I need to like sign out of my store or something.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Or just go to like your homepage and then come back in. Maybe you'll show the option.
How do I even sign out?
You have to sign out or just go to the homepage. I try that.
Yeah. I could sign in with a different. I'll just go. I don't know if that works. Oh, this will work. Okay. You know what, too? Let's see. I forgot I had one other thing ready to go here. Anybody's wants to watch this on your own, I'm going to drop the link right here. I can do that. Oh, there's for the Snaggletooth. Let me see if I can do this. See if I can get that countdown to work. Thanks, Mama G. Yes.
And the hats. So these are the hats. Anyone that wants any, Jack, I guess we'll talk about that later.
You guys want a hat? I just put them on the eBay store too today. I listed it $25 on eBay, but if you want to buy it here, we do it $20, like we did on Monday, since it's kind of a new.
So they can just put it in the chat or pay PayPal.
Yeah, they'll have to pay just. Nope, that wasn't it. Oh, I can only share one screen at a time. Okay, I'm gonna get this up right now. We'll drop on there the payment instructions. If you guys want merch, we can do the hats for 20, shirts and trucker hats are 25. But if you buy them here, we pay shipping. If you're in the U.S., if you're international, we need you to buy them at eBay store because that offers international shipping. Let's see. One second. I should be able to do this faster.
So the Century Wings went from 190.
Here we go. All right, now we got it.
Horse Trail Rider says
There
the
we go.
countdown works with the app. Oh, that works there too.
Oh yeah, probably works on there. I think it wasn't counting down because I was logged in as me, so I was looking at like a, my store, so they weren't showing me the same as like a buyer.
You smell good.
Okay, it's better than smelling bad. I did take a shower after I got home. All right, so let's see.
Mama D says just pay and say beanie or hat or shirt with the size. You could say beanie for 20 or hat with the or shirt with the size, and you can just put it down to PayPal or Venmo or Cash App, either of the three, and we can send those out to you. So
Yeah, so
merch, baby. Let's show them the hats one more time before I go. Oops, they don't know really. Hold on.
All right, we got more people coming in. So let me get this off right here. All right, there we go. Is that better? I don't know. All right. Anyways, right here, we're gonna be rolling this. But again, if you're international, then you need to get it through the eBay store. But if you're in the U.S. and you want to buy a hat or a shirt, hats are $20, shirts are 25. We have trucker hats too. We just have a few of those left. Those are 25, and we'll pay the tax on shipping. All right, if you buy it here, we'll pay the tax on shipping. We save the eBay fee, so it kind of offsets each other. But the beanies, because it's something new we're doing for 20, special price. Special low price sounds like an infomercial. Dusty old dude says my hat finally left California. Took a while to do so. Yeah, because we mailed that out Tuesday. Tim Freestone's in the house. What's up, Tim? Thanks for being here. Oh, here you go. Paula's in. What's up, Paula? Dennis Du, hey. Thank you guys for being here.
You have so many people here. 500 almost. That's amazing.
Let's go back to this. Oh, geez, we're that close. 19 seconds. 14 seconds. All right, guys, 497 on the Snaggletooth. And it's not like we're making it rich on this one because this is from the locker. We paid $8,000. We're still
In the naked.
about 3,000 underwater on that one. So there we go. There's a 497 sale. But of course, when I include the numbers, I always take the eBay fees out. So the eBay takes somewhere like 15 to 18% around there. So
Yeah.
we're sold 497.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Totally. That's cool.
And also, Ontario Picker said the great thing, locker nuts will ship internationally in the eBay sale. So that is something cool, you know?
Totally. I try to do international on everything. If it's not showing international, there might be a limitation or something on that category, maybe. But try to put every item available internationally.
That's super funny.
Yeah, Catherine, a lot more than we pay usually, really, for anything. But this one I bought with the girls, we paid $1,000 for that. And there's some people at the flea market today that are like, that was a lot of money for that locker. And I'm like, I know. But
did you make your money back?
I came home with $740. So.
But you had other stuff.
Oh, we have all the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's all the like regular stuff. And we have 2 bikes that the girls want to ride around. So I won't sell that till they've had a chance to play with it. And they need new tires, but
we see some people buying beanies. I saw Julie's heart looked like she's got a beanie.
thanks, Julie.
So if you guys want,
And they are nice. These came out great. Like we're really happy with the quality, right?
yeah, they're super soft.
The embroidery and everything on it's like they are. Keep your head warm.
Yeah.
I brought one to the flea market this morning. I forgot to put it on.
Rebecca says, I'm from Mexico, New York. I had great news today. My cancer is in remission. Happy, joy. Absolutely.
That's great news.
That is a huge praise. I'm loving that. Thank you, Julie's heart ping. She's like, paid for the beanie. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tim Freestone says he's starting off a new adventure with Tex and Bucking Wrong. That's his truck and trailer. He's got this awesome looking old truck and trailer. I think he's doing photo shoots with it. Like renting it out for photo shoots. Is that right, Tim?
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, that's great.
Gotta be thinking outside the box, and that is definitely
We
the
have
entrepreneurial
524
mindset.
now.
No,
Woo!
wait, what's that then? I was looking at the wrong number.
Yeah, that is
254 thumbs up and
it's
stuff.
yeah, 526 on right now. We've had 400 to 500 at the time. When I was watching earlier.
What do I know? I'm getting a little old for this technology. I used to be like the kid that they call, they call me over and hey, can you replace the RAM in the computers? And I'd be like, yeah, I know how to do everything. Now I'm like, man, I feel like I'm falling behind here.
Yeah.
That's the way. So KP Kathy, yes, she says, so we're just watching your eBay auction, right? Yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. Not buying unless you want to go to eBay and bid on it. But like I said in the beginning, these are really niche products. Like these are for like serious collectors of those genres, like that Star Wars figure selling for almost $500. That's a very rare piece. And these trains are also pretty rare. Like this one up right now, I had no idea what was going to happen with that. Very rare, very few comps. And right now you see we've got $837 on it. And I'm happy with that. 51 seconds left. Getting close. Oh, Virginia says, I got the beanie today. The package was damaged. Something post office?
Oh, the beanie was fine.
She says they were. All right.
All right.
Nicole says, I love your YouTube videos. You guys keep on making this great videos. Thank you so much. We appreciate you watching. As long as you guys are watching, we'll keep making the videos because it's fun.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work, though. It is. Who was I talking to? This guy today at the flea market. He started a YouTube channel, I think a month ago, and he already has 25,000 subscribers. But he doesn't do storage lockers. He restores boats or ships. So his video is about restoring a boat, kind of like a DIY for your home. Oh, we sold it. Sold it. I'm yapping, and we're closing. $837. Okay, that's good.
Whoa! What? Say what?
And, oh yeah, I forgot to put that one in there. I'm gonna drop the next one in the chat here if you guys wanted to go watch it on your own without being I got it on the screen, but if you wanted to watch it or go bid on it, this one is $100. This is another die-cast airplane. 100 was the opening bid, and it is at 100 with one bid. So how many watchers? 8 watchers on this. This isn't like quite as exciting as the Snaggletooth with 111 people. Check this out right here. This is what the table looks like in the other room with all the items on it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go feed our children. So I might not be back, and if I'm not, have fun. And do you want me to bring back food?
Sure. Well, yeah, if you're going dinner with them.
I gotta wait to keep going.
That's what the table looks like in the other room. Yep. There we go.
All right, have fun. I'll be watching. I'll be chatting.
All right.
And
Oh, Trisha Knight says just tuned in from Australia. So cool. Thank you. Who is?
yeah.
The cat's watching. All right. Thank you guys all for being here on a Thursday. I don't know if this is exciting for you or not, watching these auction close, but maybe it's like watching paint dry. I don't know. I think it's interesting. That's not more interesting. So today at the flea market, yeah, this guy just started a channel, and I was talking with him. He's a regular out there. He buys from us. And he's like, yeah, I got 25,000 subscribers in like 28 days. Is that good? And I'm like, what? Like, that took me 2 years. So apparently he's in this niche and doing very well with it. But he told me, he said, I noticed that when I'm filming and trying to, be involved with the camera and doing all, it slows me down so much. He's like, I barely get any work done. And I'm like, yeah, the filming really does slow you down. So when I'm not filming, I can burn through a locker so fast, so much faster. Not fast compared to some of these guys, but for me, way faster. But yeah, it slows you down, but it's worth it. Because even now I'm at the point where like I've been doing it for 4.5 years, doing YouTube for 4.5 years. I go back and watch some of the older videos and I'm like, man, I don't remember that stuff coming out. I remember the locker, but you forget the details and it's fun reliving it. So the videos are cool for me too. Teresa Tucker says, I'm like, wait, this is on Facebook? I know we don't do very many Facebook lives, but tonight we're not auctioning. We're not doing a live auction, meaning we're not selling things here on this live. We're just watching the eBay items close. So yeah, we decided to do, but I am going to try to do more lives on Facebook because I don't know, we've just been missing that. We're missing that. We need to do more. Virginia says, nothing better to watch than you guys. Thanks, Virginia. You and your family have been such big supporters of ours. I really appreciate it. Thanks, HP Kesha says, I hope it's a great night. Thank you. All right. Judy Gardner says, hi from Corona, California. What's up, Judy? Thanks for being here. And Sandra Snyder says, I love watching. I've sold many things on eBay. That's cool. I had my first experience on eBay like back in, I forget, it's whenever it says my store was set up. It's like 2003, maybe? I think 2003. And I had some old Star Wars stuff and I listed it. And one of the first items I ever sell, stinking scammer took advantage of me. Said, oh, you're missing parts and this isn't what you did and this and that. And I was running my advertising business at that point. I spent hours trying to figure out how I can like fight this fraudulent claim. And I finally said, what am I doing? I'm costing myself so much more in time away from my normal work. It's worth more than what I lost here. And I just said, forget it. I'm not going to sell on eBay. And I look back and I think, man, I wish I had somebody I could have asked for advice. Now there's a plethora of YouTube videos that give you advice, but I wish I could have someone that advised me back then or have more tools. I don't even think I watched YouTube at that point. I don't think I knew anything about YouTube at that point. But yeah, it soured me, unfortunately, because I could have sold a lot of stuff on it over the years. eBay is a great platform. If you guys haven't, sold, experiment with selling on eBay, I encourage you to. It's a great way, especially with collectibles, but not necessarily collectibles, really anything. But collectibles, can't beat it, really. Catherine Draw says, wow, 175,000 subscribers. Didn't you just hit 100,000? It was like, I think, wasn't it like October or something? We hit the 100K, or maybe it was earlier. But yeah, I finally opened that plaque. See that little plaque right here? That's the 100K plaque. All right, we're getting down the wire here. No more bids on this piece, but we're gonna sell. It's gonna sell. 12 seconds. It's cool. These little jets are surprising. Some of them go really high, and some of them $100. Some, when I say high, meaning like $200. When I do list them just for sale, they sell very fast. And we're sold for $100. Oh, it says 2 bids. How is that possible? The opening bid was 100, so how do we get 2 bids? I don't know. I don't know. Some things I don't know. We'll get to the next one. And I'll drop in the chat here the next one. If you wanted to bid on it, you can click on that and the link in the chat there. And this one is another one of those planes, but this one seems like it's got more action. It's only at 106. Oh, I think I started the bid on this one at 50. Maybe the other one didn't start at 100. Maybe it was 50. But we got 25 bids on this one. In a little over 4 minutes. All right. Dottie Harkham, welcome. Thanks for being here. All right. Ooh, we even got a mad emoji. Someone gave me a mad, angry emoji. Someone's angry. Shouldn't be angry. I mean, nothing we're doing here should anger anybody. I don't think. Lighten up. Let's have fun. Life's too short. Could not wake up tomorrow. And then you're going to be like, I wasted my last day being angry. It's true. You really could. You got to keep perspective here. It's a choice. Happy or angry. It's a choice. Don McKay, sometimes the original bidder puts in a second bid just in case others bid to make sure they get the item. That's a really good point, Don. Thank you. So he's saying like maybe they put it in at 100 and then they're like, I'm going to go out to dinner and I don't want to miss it. So I'm going to also put in a bid at 150. So that way if someone bids 105, it'll go to 106. You know, it's an auto bid or whatever you call it. So great point. That definitely could have been. I thought I started at 100, but I don't remember. King George Flipper Terry says, can Mama G share my channel tonight? Terry, we don't really do that on this channel, so just email me and let's talk about that before, and I'll explain to you why we do what we do. All right, let's discuss that. Just shoot me an email and we'll have a chat about it. All right, let's see. I see Sis 50 saying Catherine Dress on the mend. Oh, Catherine, what's going on there? Oh, bad fall. Oh, rehab. Sorry about that. No internet. Hey, that stinks. All right. Well, thanks for being here tonight. I hope you're healing up. Our daughter Grace had a bad fall on Sunday night. If you missed that, she has a sprained ankle, so she's getting around with crutches. The foot's hurting, but now she says her shoulders are hurting and her other leg's hurting because all those muscles adjusting to the new mode of transportation is now that's a pain point for her. Cindy Mazzetti watching us from Facebook, and she's a friend from Fremont back in the day. She says, Cindy Moe from Fremont, you've come a long way from Bill H. Barbecue. Proud of you. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you so much. Cindy's a great person, long-standing, big person in the Fremont politics and community. She's such a big part of the community in Fremont, and that's where Jan and I grew up. And she does a lot of volunteering and a lot of fundraising. She's a terrific person, really enjoy her, and she's a kick in the pants. So I get to see her like at crab beats and stuff. I always enjoy it. Let's see. Dottie's asking about American Woman. Yeah, if anyone knows American Woman, she's another one of our supporters. We haven't heard from her in a while. We hope she's okay. Let's see. Cindy Howard's watching from Australia. We love you over here. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. That's so cool. Yeah, we have a lot of supporters in Australia and a couple of Australian treasure hunters, stores, locker buyers, and resellers that also have channels there too. Let's see, we got 40 seconds left. Still 106. 29 watchers on this one, so we'll see. We'll see. This is funny. This one's going to, okay, there we go, 108. This one actually has some blemishes too. I forgot about that. Little tiny, like not damage to it. I think defects in the manufacturing of it, which is not that uncommon with these because it's a die cast piece. But now we're at 113. This one I think is a little bit more rare. And the Alaska Airlines maybe a little more collectible. That could be too. 113, got 6 seconds left. 118. Come on. All right, we're down to 0. Let's see if it jumps at all in those last seconds. I think that's it though. 118. Okay, that's cool. Pretty cool. Okay, next one is another die cast plane. And this one's, I think, bigger, but I think it's still the same scale, but it's a bigger plane, so it's a bigger piece. This is that in-flight. If you guys watch those videos, you may have heard me talking about in-flight. When I saw the in-flight, I'm like, that's some money right there. And right now the bid is at 200. I think that's where I started it. And this is a good piece. These are very collectible. Every time I list the in-flights, they sell super duper fast. So I get excited when I saw that, and I don't find very many of those, not yet. So we still got 15 boxes to go in that train locker. So F Walker says, how much description do you put on eBay? I put as much as I can. I try to call every little thing if I see like a dent in the box or anything. I try to give a lot of information. I know that might make it seem like it's, worse condition than it is, but I don't want someone to get it and be disappointed. So I want them to get it and go, oh, this is way better than I even thought, So I do put stuff in there as much as I can. But what's nice about this collection I purchased, almost everything's brand new. So like I'll open the box, take photos, but like we have not had to have too much description on the items because most of them are mint. He did buy a few used items, but most of the stuff he's buying was brand new, retail price, and maybe open the box to look at it, but never ran these trains. It really is an amazing collection in so many ways. Oh, Michelle C says, I just listed some rare Royal Albert China on my eBay. That's cool. The dishware and stuff does sell. I have sold it in the past. It's just a pain to pack. It really takes a long time with all the bubble wrap and everything. That's kind of why I stay away from it. Cindy says, thanks for the shout out. Hugs to Jenna, and especially Mama Judy. She wanted to be here. She's at bingo tonight. So she says, pay her more for getting up at butt crack of dawn to help you at the flea market. She gave birth to you. She doesn't take any money from me, but I happily tell her she can take whatever she wants. Today she took a bunch of baskets that she's going to then donate to a fundraiser, but we let her take pics and dibs on whatever she wants. She does usually find stuff. Yeah, she does. Sis50's asking, have I tried to match the items out of the packages with the empty boxes? I have not, because I still haven't gone through all of the totes. We still got 15 totes and boxes left to go through, and I'm really trying to list as much as I can. So I figure when I run out of stuff to list and I'm out of stuff to dig through, I'll start matching stuff. But until then, it's all about being efficient as I can with my time. 58 seconds left on this. Still 217 watchers. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Virginia's saying better to be honest than have someone upset because of something small. Yeah. And also, the other factor too is on eBay, you have to be watching out for scammers. And they try anything. They'll be like, oh, this little thing is not right. Give me 50% off or else I want a full refund. I want to return it. It's like, there's a lot of people that really try to get over on you. But overall, I still swear by eBay. If you had a brick and mortar store, you'd be worried about theft and breakage in the store. So there's always some form of loss, and the eBay fraud stuff is minimal. It's minimal. It's totally acceptable at that level. 6 seconds left. We're gonna close it. Zeros. Oh, geez, it popped up right at the last second. Okay, 229 and 28 cents. Someone put up a funny number there. Cool. All right, another one sold. Okay, next one here. I'll drop this in. This is the one that does not have a bid, and I'm posting it right there. If anybody wants to buy this, you can go bid on it. It's $100. There's only 8 watchers compared to some of the other stuff. This is a little tiny locomotive. You see, it's got the foam packaging still in the window there. I don't take it out. Very rare. I don't even think I found one of these sold anywhere on eBay. I have 2. They're different models though. Right now this auction one is one that has a BMW logo on it, and I thought that might make it more collectible and maybe even more rare. You see that BMW logo right there? It's pretty cool, but no bids. I couldn't find any single one of these on eBay sold ever. Like Worth Point goes back 15 to 20 years. Never one sold. I searched Google, I could not find one anywhere. This is a rare piece, which is why I didn't know what to expect. I didn't even know really how to describe the thing, because I usually just copy paste descriptions. So yeah. Hey! The cat is scratching on her couch. No. Looking at me. She's a punk. Sherry says, why aren't lockers neat and tidy? Hey. Sorry, guys. She's already destroyed the couch. The couch was $500. Now it's worth 0. But she's already destroyed it. But we can't get new furniture because the cat, if she keeps doing that, she's just going to destroy the next one. But I never had a cat that did it, actually. Yeah, the lockers are usually not neat and tidy. I do like when I see them neat and tidy, though, and I will pay more. Yes, this video says because people are slobs. A lot of people are. A lot of people just aren't very organized, and they're cool with that. But I definitely like the ones that are organized and neat. Clean, well, I like the ones that are dirty, actually, because that means they've been sitting a while and accumulated dust and cobwebs. But inside the boxes shouldn't be dirty. Yeah, we shouldn't be finding dirty stuff, but of course we do. Even in this last one, I found some gross stuff. Some stuff I didn't even put on camera because it was so gross. I think their dog must have had an accident. Maybe one of the kids picked it up with some tissue paper and maybe headed to the garbage can and decided, oh, there's an empty box. And threw it in the box, and then they packed stuff in the box, and that's pretty gross to find. Yeah. That one was like, yeah, I'm not even getting the camera out for this one. This is like... Where are we at? 2 minutes, no bids. This is the one I didn't think we might not sell because it is rare. If it doesn't sell, I'll just relist it and put it at $100. So it will sell eventually because someone's going to spot it and want it. All right. Misty Roderick says hi from Clarinda, Iowa. How's everyone doing tonight? We're doing good. We're doing good. Cindy's asking, do you ever find any Department 56 Snow Village houses, either Christmas or other holidays? Yes, we do. And when we do, we usually find a lot of them, like a collection, a big collection. And we found some big collections before, and we put them in. We've sold a lot in our live auctions too, but we've also sold them on eBay. So Israel says this is the one that moves and pulls the big engine around in the yard. It's very rare. Yeah, I think it is very rare. That's what I think the shunting locomotive is, like what he's saying, it pushes and pulls the other stuff. Frugal Audiophile says, I think this is a great idea. Not only do we get to watch the items, so we also get tips and tricks for selling on eBay from Jack. Thanks. I mean, I don't claim to be an eBay expert, that's for sure. I think I could probably get better tips on storage lockers, but I'm getting a lot of experience with eBay, especially recently, for sure. And one thing that's been super helpful with this, and I'm not promoting Worth Point, like I'm not getting a cut or anything from Worth Point, but I've always shied away from it because I just don't believe in paid memberships unless I'm going to really use it in that once in a blue moon lookup. I just like, I can't justify subscribing to their service. But in this one, I use them daily, and it really is terrific. They really are a solid company with some terrific information that you can get. I've been using it like crazy. All right, we're coming down to it. Wah, wah. No sale, right? No. Okay, we'll relist that one, not in auction, just as a regular. Next one up is kind of fun. Always love the Star Wars stuff. And this is this set of 4 Jawas, 3 with capes, 1 without, and 4 guns. The guns alone, I think you can get $30 a gun, if you can believe that. The guns are quite valuable, and the capes are too. The Jawas they have value too, but their Jawas are out there. The capes and guns are harder to find because those are the things that get lost. Tanya Gregory says, howdy, Jack and family. What's up? Thanks for being here. Brenda, free as a bird. Oh, nice. Hi from Sarnia, Ontario. Oh, Mama G is saying Miss Judy's in the chat. I didn't see her. Hey, Mom. Thanks for being here. She is going to be playing bingo tonight, but she said she's going to try to drop in and say hello. Lynette McFadden, what's up? Thanks for being here. Marita McNichol, hello from Philly, Pennsylvania. Love your videos. Thank you. And Debbie Young Turfinko says, any snow babies? I don't think so. Those are dolls, right? Is that what those are, snow babies? Don't think so. I haven't found any. This baby's asking, does eBay charge for listing or just when an item sells? So I have a store, and I think it's like $30 a month, and I get so many free listings. And then they charge like, I think 25 cents a listing. But honestly, it's been so long since I paid for a listing, I don't remember. And then during COVID, they were doing like unlimited listings. I think we had a store try and encourage you to list more. And I listed a lot more, but never at our limit. I think just recently I hit the limit at the end of February. We have a lot of stuff, and maybe 500 is the limit because we are right over 500. And I noticed a couple of mine were incurring a 25-cent fee, which is, it's not a big deal. But I can always upgrade the store and get more too. But in the beginning, I was like, really like, I don't want to pay the 25 cents. It's like, really, it's not, if you price your items to sell and you have a decent price point, like I try to list at 35 and up, then the 25 cents is acceptable, in my opinion. John Train, hey, what's up? Any trains with Volkswagen markings on them? I don't think so. We found Porsche stuff, but not Volkswagen. And I do have some of the Porsche stuff in the eBay store, and some of it's been selling lately. Ontario Picker says, just think, Jack, the next time you look up trains on WorthPoint, it may be your listings. It's funny, huh? I think WorthPoint has a little bit of a lag, like 3 months. But yeah, I'll probably start seeing this stuff on there because a lot of the comps are like from like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years ago, because some of these trains don't come up very often. Yeah, I'm setting new comps too because we're pricing some of the stuff, the rare stuff, we're pricing it high. Like we'll go above the last comp and we're still getting it. So we're setting new prices. Maybe that's to tie in with inflation or whatever. Or they're just becoming more collectible. They're just appreciating on their own because they're getting older. You know, they're approaching 20 years old. So they're starting to go up in value, especially when you have them brand new like we do. Let's see. Annie Adelko, welcome. Thanks for being here. Danielle Goddard from Castleman, Ontario. All right, another Canadian viewer. Thank you so much. Jessica Jane says, hi, Jack. Love your videos. Thank you for watching. Leslie's saying all early Star Wars figures and accessories are rare. I have a few also from that same locker. This is from the coin collector locker. I have a few guns that didn't have a match, so I got to research those and put those up too. $30 a pop. It's like, yeah. Debbie Turgeon says, love your videos. Hello from Weyburn, Saskatchewan. I'm butchering that. Canada. Welcome. It's Saskatchewan. In my head, I'm hearing it. It's just my mouth is messing it up. Saskatchewan, right? Oh yeah. Sis50 says, snow babies are ceramic porcelain. I thought so. And I don't think I found them. My mom says bingo's just starting. I already wished her luck earlier. Hopefully she wins tonight. Barb Wyman says, hello from northern Minnesota. I wish you could post new videos as fast as I can watch them. I do too, Barb. I really do. I wish I could too. It takes a lot of time. I know I put out some long videos, like an hour long videos, but a lot of 45 minute to an hour long videos. Literally, those take 7 hours for me to edit for the most part. 7 hours for an hour-long video, which means a 30-minute video takes me 3.5 hours to edit. We're down to 8 seconds here, still at that 197.50, which is a great number. I'm very happy with that. Oh my goodness, 271 at the last minute. Wow. Okay, that was like 100. I mean, that was 70 something dollars in the blink of an eye. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, that's what we talk about, right? We want to see, we hope for some surprises in the last few minutes, and that's what we just got right there. Some fireworks. Ooh, speaking of fireworks, guys, okay, this one I probably should have saved to the end if I had known just how high this was going to go. This is what I was talking about earlier. This Walkman. This came out of the train collector, right? And I think this was his personal Walkman back in the day. Walkman DC2. This is a metal Walkman. It's heavy, and it is in beautiful condition. Let me try to flip this, show you a couple photos. The case is a little weathered on the bottom, but the actual Walkman itself, really, really nice. And I've seen a lot of these. I researched, saw the sold ones. There's few this nice. And nice looking battery compartment there. There's the wear on the bottom of the cover. And luckily he stored it in the cover because it kept everything else perfect. I have these vintage headsets. They're not so good, but I just threw them in because they are older. But this piece, look at this, $1,275. So this is a neat piece because most of them sell between $500 to $1,000. Ones that don't work, so they're being sold for just parts, sell for like $300. But $500 to $1,000, and a lot of the more expensive ones say that they were rebuilt. So they were rebuilt, refurbished basically. This one is all original and works perfectly. And I put those headphones in, and we put in some general public, and I let Jana take a turn with them because it was very nostalgic for us. Just holding one in your hand, hitting that play button and listening to it is just like, yeah, fountain of youth right there. But in listening to general public, which we both loved when we were younger. But the one thing I wanted to say about this old Walkman is that I had it like on volume 3 or 4, and I'm like, dang, this thing is pumping out loud. And like, if you plug headphones into your iPhone and crank it all the way up, it doesn't hurt your ears that much, maybe a little bit, but it doesn't hurt your ears. These ones, like, I can't imagine putting it on 10. That's ear damage. You know, I'm just like, that's the old school, man. We didn't have to have limiters, right? We limited ourselves. It was very, very, very strong. Jim Jackson, $2 super chat. Thanks, Jim. He says, did you get my order today for a hat? I did. Thank you. Thank you. I got it right out. Like, it came in while I was packing my eBay orders for today. And I'm like, cool. Boom. Got it filled. You should get an email with the tracking. And then the postman pulled up a few minutes later, and I brought it out. I'm like, oh, man, this is as fast as it can be. Literally, it's probably in the postman's hands 40 minutes after you place the order. So, Sandra Snyder says it's going to jump, I think. Let's hope. 1 minute. I'm counting. This one's got 38 watchers. 38 watchers. Mama G, thanks again. Can't thank Mama G enough. She helps us in our live auctions every Monday. She's such a blessing to us. And like I said earlier, she keeps these things running smoothly. And right in the chat, she's dropping just information. If you guys want to order any merch, we got these new beanie hats in. They're super nice. And this is embroidery right here. Nice embroidery. And very, very warm. Keep your head warm. And then, of course, we've got the shirts, right? We got the shirts. And if you want to buy them directly, if you're in the U.S., you can buy them right here. And you can just send payment to that thing running below. And $20 for a beanie, $25 for a shirt. And that includes shipping and tax. 6 seconds. 3 seconds. 1 second. Oh, I think it locked in at $12.75. It did. Okay, I'm super happy. That's great. Yeah, Sis 50 says, who wants to play What's the Right Price on the Walkman? That's the way it works sometimes. Sometimes they go high and they don't go anywhere in the last few minutes, and other times we see it pop. You never know. It's kind of like any other auction, right? All right. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so let me drop this in here too. If anybody wants to get on this, all right, and 510. Holy smokes. Okay, so this is interesting. Here's a little story behind this thing. We've got on my end an error here. I don't know why. Huh. Okay. This little is very small, right? If you go back to, I'll show you again the table. It's that blue box. The blue box. It's a little bit longer, but it's not like a huge piece. All these pieces are not that big, and this piece. Here we go. It's a die-cast truck and trailer. It's a very limited edition, and it's made out of brass, painted brass. Let me see. I can't remember. There's only 200 made. This is number 170. Such a neat piece. We found 3 of these, all different numbers, obviously, and that's the company right there, Lone Star Models, 170 of 200. So really cool. I love finding this stuff. Finding little tractors and little semi-trucks, and these limited edition pieces go for big money. This exact same piece right here, not that one, different number, but the same style. We sold one in our live auction a couple weeks ago for 200. All right, so I brought one to the live auction because we like to bring exciting stuff for our live auctions, but usually they sell less than we can get on eBay, which is fine. It's all part of the excitement of a live auction, but this exact same piece, but different number, sold for 200. So I was curious to see what it sells for here. We're at 510 right now, so I'm very happy with that. And Angel's mom says, I wanted this, but my credit card says no. That's funny. And listen to your credit card. If it's telling you no, then that's a no. You don't need it right now. There's always another one around the corner. Camille Burmeister says, night all, I have to take my pain meds and they will knock me out. Blessings to all. Thank you, Camille, for being here. We appreciate it. And good night to you. Oh, Virginia says it's pouring down rain again. It started raining here too earlier today, but just lightly. Luckily, none at the flea market. We had a nice day out there. It was nice. Mid 60s. Sun was out, little clouds, but it was like just perfect temperature. Really nice. Everyone seemed happy buying stuff. Sold so much stuff, like quantity of stuff. The resellers were going crazy with me in the morning. They had lots of pots and pans. You'll see it coming out in the next few videos, and they like that stuff. It sells very well. Pamela says, I think if you push the little words in the brackets, 5 bids, it will take you to show you a countdown. It did a couple years ago. Let me try it. Okay, everyone close your eyes and put wait, what? Oh, dang. Okay, I'm signed into a different browser and it doesn't have my password stored in there. And I don't remember it. So I was gonna say, close your eyes and put my password in. I was kidding. It should be fingerprint. I got a fingerprint thing on here, but it's not stored on that browser. So that's why it's not working. Wait, it should still work though, right? Why is it asking me to do that? Let's try it again. Why do I have to sign in to see that? That's lame. All right, well, anyways. Sandy Gilbert says, you people who know all about eBay and auctions, I have a space shuttle launch team hat signed by 3 Canadian astronauts. I'm not selling, just wondering what you think it might be worth. That sounds really cool, Sandy. I don't think I don't have a worth point sign in on here. I could sign in. I don't know, maybe that's violating worth point. I don't know. You're not supposed to like look stuff up or something. I don't know. Can I do that live and show it? I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna email them and ask them if that's on the no-no list. They're pretty strict. Okay, we're down to 30 seconds here. They're pretty strict. If you share your password and they're seeing multiple IP addresses signing in, they'll freeze your account. They'll ban you. And good for them. They're not a huge company. They need to protect their revenue, but I don't want to do anything that get me on their bad mood. So Angie's at it again. Says snowing here in Ontario. Yikes! Come on, spring. Yeah, I'm waiting for summer. I'm excited for summer. I'm gonna crush it this summer. 525. Let's see. All right, we got 525. Went up a little bit, right? So that's great. Because we sold the other one for 200, and I didn't even know if this one would go higher. I think comp showed about 250, but it's really hard because these, again, the pieces are so rare. It's very hard. We only have a couple more pieces tonight. 2 more pieces. Wow, that went by fast. Okay, where am I at? Where am I at? Bring up the next one. This is cool. Okay, so if you guys watched that episode I put out, I'll drop this one in the chat here, dude. Oh, Monty, she did it. She's the one that she dropped it there too. This is when I opened that one box where I was saying like one box is worth more than both of our cars put together. Obviously not meaning the van. The van is still, it has some value, but like my truck and Jenna's Acura, they're getting older. Both those cars have like 125,000 miles on them. So I said that one bin I think is 30 grand, and I think that might be worth more than both of our cars put together. But I don't know. Cars are crazy high right now, but these are the trains that were in there. We found I think 5 of these micro Medikit trains, and then a whole bunch of the overland brass trains. And this is one of the pieces that I thought would be a $2,500 bill, $2,500 bill. And right now we're at 2,100. We got 40 watchers. A couple minutes. Let's see what happens. This one wasn't. So when I was quoting the 2,500, I was basing it on my last one selling at 2,000 like that, like hecka fast. When I went back and looked, that one was actually a limited edition numbered piece. So that one I probably underpriced because this one is not a limited edition. They're all limited edition, but this is not a numbered piece. So this one probably not as valuable as the last one. I think I let the last one go too cheap. So, Sandra O'Brien says, with the 500-foot driveway, snowstorms are a pain. Ooh, yeah, to keep the driveway open. It's lots of digging, huh? Sandy Gilbert says, by the way, love watching your show. I have been watching it for years. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. Chris G says, do you remember how much you sold the Oriental doll for? Is that the one we found in that, like, it wasn't glass, I don't think it was plastic, but that one, it was like a geisha or geisha? I don't remember, honestly. I don't have such a good memory. Some things I can remember, some things it's right out. Ask Mama G. I don't, I'm very forgetful, very forgetful. eBay completed sales. What's that, Larry? Larry saying eBay completed sales? We should get a number of a tally tonight, right? Is that what you're saying? We should tally up how much all these sales tonight add up to. Pretty Mason, what's up? Pretty Mason's watched us on Facebook. I haven't seen you on our YouTube for a while. Good morning, Jack, to you and your family. Blessings from the UK. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Mama G says, yes, you are. Forgetful, she's saying. I am. Tyan WL says, is there supposed to be sound on this? If you're referring to the music in the background, there is music tonight. That's something new. But yeah, you should be hearing me at least. Let's try a little different music. Break it up. I've never heard this music before. All new. I just thought I might jazz it up a little bit. Delaware Gold says, did you sell the Titanic? No, I haven't. I haven't listed it or anything, but I do have somebody who's interested and they're able to pick it up. But they want to see all the ships that I have. So there's, I think, 2 more. There's 2 more large boxes. Janet picked in one, saw a ship, and there's another one up high. And I got to go in there because I want to get him all the ships we have. So there's 2 more ships. That means we have 5 large ships, including that Titanic. And he's interested in them. So we need to show him what we got and for him to see what he wants to offer on that, or for us to give him a price. And if he's interested, he's going to pick them up from us, which is a big deal because the shipping on that's going to be difficult. Yeah. Don Henry's asking about that. Did you sell any of those large tip models to date? We have not. We put one in our live auction, and it didn't sell because I put a $400 starting bid, and that was the. See, I'm forgetting. I forget. Oh, geez. And I'm talking right through this dang thing. 2560. Completely missed that one. That's great. That's the $2,500 we were hoping for, and we got it. The last one we got a few more minutes on because this one I kind of, I don't know. I got distracted and didn't post it at the right time. I had to post them, right at the right time 1 week ago, so it closes at the right time. Most of my schedule to start in a certain time go 7 days, but this one was already a live listing. I had this listed for $2,750 when we first found it. This was on day one in that train locker, so I listed for $2,750. I got quite a few people, like 3 people messaged me saying, will you take an offer on it? And I said, not this time, because this is super rare. And it is super rare. This is that George Bush train. It's an overland model, brass. There's only 130 of them made, and this is number 75. So I got a bunch of interest in the beginning. Didn't want to take a lower offer. Didn't sell after a couple months, so I marked it down to $2,500, so $250 discounted. And no one snapped it up at $2,500. So then in that box or bin where I found the micro meta kits, I found 2 more of these. Exact same train, I think, different numbers. So now I've got 3 of these. So I decided to lower it to $1,500. Just a little damage on the corner of the box on the bottom. And there's a Union Pacific George Bush. That's a real train that they named after George Bush. And this replica of it. Cool piece. There's on the very bottom the number 75 of 130. This is a neat piece. So we listed. I mean, we're starting in here at $1,500. I was hoping to get $2,500. So we'll see what happens. We will see. Sandra says this was fun. You should do it again. I think we will, but it took me like 2 weeks to prepare for this because I had to find those right items to make it interesting. So it probably won't be for at least another couple weeks, but I think we will do it again. If nothing else, it's just something to run in the background while we answer some questions and stuff. But if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Chris G says it was at the antique market. I think that was the same one. I think we brought it to the market, the antique market, and we kind of priced it kind of high because I didn't know what to expect, and it didn't sell. So then we just brought it in our live auction and sold it there. So how many watchers on this one? There is 41. 41 on this train. That's a pretty healthy number. Oh, nice. Marion Lines says, lovely to see you. Marion from Australia. Keep up the good work. You work hard. I love your laugh when you find something special. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I do have fun. I mean, what can I say? I have fun going through these lockers. And yeah, it's cool. The more I do it, I was telling one guy at the market today, the more I do it, the less I enjoy the little things. Meaning, like, back in the day, I found an iPhone charger. I was so excited about it because I'm like, this saved me $20. Because the kids lose them so much. We really do spend $20 on them or whatever it is. I haven't bought one in a while, so we find them in lockers now. In the little things. Now I'm not as excited. I find an iPhone charger is not a big deal. We still love finding change for some reason. Change gets me excited. I'm weird like that. But, there is a little bit of this ordinary things becoming too ordinary. But in too much, like we getting harder to be really impressed. I think that just comes with so much experience in doing it full time. Or when I was doing it part time, everything was amazing. Because I worked my full time job, and then like the time I got to go through lockers was everything. So much better than work. But now it is work. So it's like anything else. When I was doing graphic design when I first started, it was so exciting and fun. I could do it for like 15 hours a day. But then after doing that for so many years, it became just a job. It wasn't fun, but this still is fun. It's just not the same. It has changed a little bit, but I still feel like it's, we still like it. Judy says, ditch the annoying music. I could turn it down, or maybe I could try something different. Want some dance pop? Let's go. Let's go. Rebecca says, you always make my day when I am down. Thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate that because I hope that the videos come across that way. I'll tell you, when I'm not having a good day, I don't film. Yeah, if I'm in a bad mood, and we all have them, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to film today. I'm not going to go blocker. I'll do that another day. Today I'll do something, you know, that fits my mood. I'll probably do accounting or work on my taxes because that's what you do. When I used to have an advertising business and I was in a bad mood, I'd call on people who owed me money because that was like the worst thing you had to do and put you in a bad mood. So if you're already in a bad mood, I'd call the delinquent payments and they couldn't put me in a worse mood. In fact, I'd take my bad mood out on them because they deserved it because they're making me call them for money. And that would always tick me off. So anyways, and a friend of ours that owned a plumbing business taught me that. He said, when you're in a bad mood, call your late pays because that they deserve your bad mood and you can't get any worse. So that's what we used to do. But right now, yeah, I won't film when I'm in a bad mood. If I'm having a bad day, I won't film because who needs that? The world's already full of it. Turn on the TV, we get plenty of negativity. In the lockers, that's the happy place. That's where we go to like escape. You know, no cell reception. Just go in there and just find some treasure. You know. Let's see. Okay, Chip says he can't take the music. All right, Chip, we'll see you later. I don't really think it's that loud, but Trish Knight says, it is good to watch at this time of the day in Sydney as I am in bed for live auction. Live auctions have a lot of floods here at the moment. Oh, Trisha, we've been hearing about those floods. We've been hearing about it. Man, I'm sorry for you guys. Sorry. 2 minutes left on this. This is the last item. How about we listen to what's called Feeding the Ducks? Catherine says, I have a couple of very large beer steins I inherited from my dad. Should I list them on eBay or somewhere else, do you think? I think that if they're the real deal, like the collectible ones, eBay is a great place for it. See if you can research them. If you can't research them, then put them in a trial live auction here and set the price where you'd be comfortable selling it. If you say, I'd be happy with $50, but maybe this is worth much more, you can always set it starting at 50. You don't get the 50, it doesn't sell. And then if it's super rare and goes really high, then that's cool. Oh, we just sold something else on eBay. Selling stuff on eBay too. It's funny. I say give it a try. Just make sure you pack them really well, because we've had beer steins damaged in the mail before. So even with lots of bubble wrap. Yeah. Danielle Goddard says, I watched the video with your mom at the flea market, and today I watched the one with your daughters who were on winter break. Love your videos. Wishing you a nice evening, but this mama is due for some much needed sleep. Thanks for being here, Danielle. And thanks for watching the videos too. Kay says, I love the video with your girls. You all look like you were having a great time. You are blessed. We are very blessed. We have great kids. We have 5 kids. The older 3 are my stepkids, and the 2 youngest that you see in the video, those are mine and Janice together. All 5 I've raised, and all 5 I think are tremendous kids. I mean, the older ones are young adults, and one has a kid, but we still say they're kids. To us, they're kids. They'll always be kids, but we're very blessed with all 5 of them. They're outstanding young people, really. Very fortunate. I don't take that for granted. 16 seconds left. We're still at 15. We're 15:25. So this is going a little bit lower than I thought, but you know what? It's all good. $1,500 for a train. I'm happy with that. We like seeing people get deals too. Maybe there's a collector out there who's been after this for a long time. $1,550. Boom. All right, we got 2 more of them too. So $1,550 is the final price. And that's it for our auctions tonight. Oh. Man, I probably shouldn't have closed that. Does anyone keep track of that and know how much we sold tonight? How would we turn that off? I don't know. I didn't mind it, but Maybe we do a vote, see how many people like that and how many people didn't like it. Sandy says, "How I still get called the baby of the family. I'm 58." Right on. Barry says there's 1550 on that one. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, Steven, thank you. Steven says it's around 8,700. 87 in one day, one night. Incredible, right? This locker is such a blessing. The last couple times I've been to the flea market, it's been quite the talk with the people who are following me. Not everyone out there, follows us YouTubers, and there are quite a few YouTubers that go to that market, but some of them do. And it's been quite the conversation with the guys coming up. And I've talked about before, there's a lot of guys who are extremely jealous that we hit this locker, because really it's the type of locker that everyone dreams about. And some guys just get sour that it wasn't them, and they can't be happy that it's us. I mean, it's just the way of life. Same with everything, right? It's human nature. I get it. We all have our flaws. We're all sinners. But there are people out there that are really happy for us and very interested in the story, as it's developing. And I love talking about it. So when we're out at the flea market, we have people coming up just like, hi, how much have you sold so far? And wow, how much have you listed? How much more do you have to go? And oh, it's so cool. And it's just it's interesting. I think this locker is like worthy of being on the news, like getting picked up by news channels. I think this is really is like once in a lifetime stuff here. And tonight we just sold a few of those items, $8,700. Incredible, incredible. It's almost, you lose perspective because I pull out so many great things. One of those trains, that last one, $1,550. If I found one thing in a locker that's worth that much, that would have been such a huge conversation point. And in this locker, that's one of many, many items. Not that many at that price, but this so many great items. Yeah, Michelle's like, haters gonna hate. they can go jump in the lake. I know. I'm not like, when I see other people hit big too, I get the twang or whatever of jealousy. It creeps up. It's totally normal. But what I like about it, like for example, a guy just north of us, about an hour, went to a storage locker. This is now going back, I think, 2 years. Bought a locker and found one painting worth $600,000 in it. And we know this because another guy who's a regular was the next bidder down, and he is sick over it because he's quite the player. I mean, he buys a lot, and he's very wise with his bids, and just missed that one. And that's a locker of a lifetime. But when we hear that stuff, the first second is like, dang, I wish I bought that. But then for me, it's quickly replaced with encouragement that those are out there. There are lockers out there. This isn't fantasy land watching on TV or hearing stories that are completely embellished. This is real stories, like people we trust telling it. It's happening. It can happen to anybody. They're out there. They're being found. Treasures are being turned over in these lockers, and that makes it so exciting. Casual Flipper says, Jack is chatting away. Yeah, that's what tonight's about. We probably don't get enough chat time in the live auctions. Yumiko, welcome, Yumiko. Thanks for being here. She says, very happy for you. I love your channel, and give us a $5 super chat. Thank you, Yumiko. I appreciate it. Yumiko's been another long-term supporter of ours, following us on on the YouTube. Same Casual Flipper, Jim Jackson. There's so many of our long-term supporters here. You guys seen us come a long ways, right? Long ways. Rob Adams says, enjoyed it. Do it again soon. Thanks for continuing to entertain and educate. Glad for you hitting the train locker. Legendary. Thanks, Rob. It is legendary. And man, we're so lucky. It's so lucky. But the message I try to put out there to everyone is like, there's nothing special about us. Like, we got lucky that day, but it's like, if we didn't get out and go to the auction that day, we would have missed it. There's other guys that didn't go that day and should have gone that day, obviously. But they, for whatever reasons, they decided not to. Whether they got lazy, whether they had another commitment, whether they said, oh, they'll go on the flea market that day is a better investment with their time, whatever it was, they missed out. I'm just saying, like, it can happen to anyone, but you have to go to the auction or you have to bid on the locker. This stuff doesn't come up very often, but it won't come up if you don't try, right? But glory to God on that. That was a blessing delivered from heaven to us. But we don't take any credit for that. We just got completely lucky on that one. Completely lucky. But it's thrilling to have it happen. And I really appreciate you guys watching, because to share it with everyone makes it so much better. A lot of guys won't share their adventures, because whether they're hiding from the IRS or they're hiding from an ex-wife, these are reasons I know guys who won't share it on YouTube, because they've told me these reasons. They don't get to, those things are just going to be lost to the tail. Ours, we get to share on YouTube, and makes it so real. Artie Ottaviano. Love watching you guys. This is Artie, the owner of Paladin Comics. Again, and he buys from us on our YouTube channel under Paladin Comics. Welcome, Artie. Thanks for being here. Okay. Sandra says, I love your channel too. I enjoyed this. So happy for you guys. I love your humbleness about it. Thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you guys like this, because it was something new. We wanted to do something a little different, and we definitely wanted to have something that we can share on Facebook, because all of you watch on Facebook. We do live shows every Monday night, but we do an auction, and we've got it set up really well on YouTube. It's only on YouTube. Michael Fletchall, great point. Michael says you can't win the lottery without a ticket. That's a great, and that's a great comparison to what the point I'm trying to make. And I only say that way because I try to encourage you guys that do this or thinking about doing it. Like, it's fun. Do it. You don't know what could happen. It could change your life. Really. Let's roll. Tina says, my husband and I locker and flipping journey. Awesome. That's so cool. And like I said before, if anybody's got questions just about buying lockers, like I get people emailing me and messaging me on Facebook sometimes saying, I'm thinking about it. What advice do you have? If you guys have any questions for me, now's a good time. Often during the live auctions, we're a little busy with other stuff. We can't get real in depth, but tonight that's what we have time for. Barry's saying, I wonder what was in the other lockers he had, and keep it up, Jack. All the best. So that story developed a little bit, and I've talked about this in the lives before, and I think I talked about in the videos too, but in the beginning, they were like, he owned multiple lockers. We were told this either by the facility or those train experts who actually knew him before. We were told that he owned multiple lockers, and I'm under the understanding that the family got some of them and got overwhelmed, or maybe I'm assuming they were overwhelmed. They couldn't handle it. They're on the East Coast. His kids now live on the East Coast, even though they grew up here. They live on the East Coast, and they couldn't deal with it. And I think monetarily wise, I have a feeling that they're very wealthy. I think he was very successful and probably left them a lot of inheritance. So the fact that like this is like a windfall for us, for them, I don't know if it would have changed their lives. I'm hoping they're really set. But of course, I'm just assuming. But more recently, we got information that the owner had 4 lockers. So the number was 4. He had 4. And the training experts that came out did tell us that they know that at least in one of those other lockers, and I talked about this a few times already, there was an actual jet plane cockpit. It actually took it out of a salvaged jet, the cockpit, and he bought it and put it in his locker because him and a buddy, and his buddy was a programmer, were going to make a flight simulator that you could do inside a real jet cockpit. And then they were going to give that to an aviation museum. This is the type of thinking this guy, like, I don't think about doing that kind of stuff. You know, like to me, like I think like I'm going to build a new screen door on the back door or something. That's the limit of my visions. This guy is thinking like big picture, and that's the type of guy that works for Apple in the 80s, right? That was in a locker. I don't know what happened to that locker. I don't even know if I'd want to buy that locker, because what do you do with that? I don't know. But cool stuff. That would have been a great video, though. That's for sure. Let's see. I saw Brian Oaks in here. I can't find the thing there, but I see Brian Oaks. Brian Oaks, I hope you're doing good. Let's see. I lost it. There we are. Oh, Brian, thank you so much. He says, love the live tonight. Congratulations on all the sales. You've worked super hard for it, and you deserve it. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. I hope I deserve it. I don't know. It's like I don't know if I deserve it, but I do work hard, and that's because I can control how hard I work. I can't control how good we do in the lockers, right? That's large part luck, but I do work hard because that's one thing I can control. That's one thing I learned during the recession when our business fell apart. We lost our house, and like it was really dark days back in 2009-ish. I worked my butt off. I'm like I can't control the recession. I can't control the markets. I can't control none of that, but I can control me right now. And I'm going to put my effort on that. And we work our butts off. We always have. And I like working hard. So Gianna says I'm a workaholic. I just say I'm a hard worker, but yeah, I believe in hard work. I think it puts your internal order, keeps your internal order. Like you feel happier when you work hard, when you're productive, when you're accomplishing things. I think it's a feeling of self-fulfillment. At least for me, that's how things work. Pretty Girls Full. What's up, Pretty Girls Full? Hey, I haven't seen you around in a while either. Welcome. Thanks for being here. But I see, let's see. What did she say? Does not. Chris G says the train locker is what caught my eye, and I have almost watched all your videos. That's awesome, because there is like 531 videos now. Dang. Carrie is asking a very good question, Carrie. And did the train store guys sell any of the things they took? Good question. So this is, I mean, I know you guys know I'm busy because you see what that looks like, right? In the videos and our lives and flea markets and listing and editing and all this stuff. I'm not getting everything done that I need to. And one of the things I need to get done is following up with these guys. So the last update I think was it's probably been a month. It's probably early February. And because the last update before that was right after Christmas. And so I'm like, basically like, you guys, I'm not hearing from you. You haven't answered my last email and text. I need to know what's going on. Okay. You got like 10 grand of my stuff and I want updates. I want to hear from you and I want to see some money flowing. They got back to me apologetic. They had some health issues in the family and they hadn't listed stuff, but they're like, oh, we're going to get on it. And we have sold a few things, but not very much. What's your address? We'll send you a check. No check, no updates. And I haven't followed up and I need to. So that's the update for you guys, that I haven't followed up with them, but I shouldn't have to. Ball's in their court. 2 things they said they're doing at this point. So I hope you can see I'm getting a little bit frustrated with these guys because I don't think they're being very professional at this point. And I hope they're watching right now because they need to be, a little slap on the hand a little bit. They need to get their act together. We put them out on our email. I mean, on our videos. In my opinion, that gave them a big plug. And I think that they should do the best they can to show anyone who's watching that they are legit. They have a good store and they give good service. Right now, they're telling a little different story. The actions are speaking for them. And no, I need to deal with this. I need to address it. And yeah. I just get overwhelmed with everything else I got going on. But this needs to get handled. I'm not worried or anything because they seem very honest. I think they're just disorganized, and I think that maybe they procrastinated a little bit or something. But yeah, they need to get on the ball. Maybe if I get a call tomorrow, I'll know they watched this. But I need to get on them. I'm not good at writing people. I kind of expect people just to do their part, even though I often don't do my part. I know some people are writing me about things that they want from me, and that's okay because sometimes I need it too. But that's 10 grand of stuff they got in mind right now on consignment. And we want to see some money changing hands. It's very soon, even if it's a little bit of money. The Pretty Girl's Full. She says, big misconception that buying a locker does not involve a ton of money or many times unrewarding hard work, cleaning the unit out, hauling stuff to the dump, dealing with insects and rodents, and plain filth. That's the stuff they don't show you on the Storage Wars, right? They don't show you that part. Big part. Let's see. Les Brooks says, sad part was he lost his parent in the last couple of years also. Who are you talking about, Les? I'm not sure. I missed that. not doing a real good job on the chat here. Catherine says, when you find guns in a locker, do you sell them? Do you need a license to do so? Well, we're in California, which is one of the strictest gun states in the land. And every gun that we found, we've never sold one yet. Never sold a gun. I've kept every single gun I found. I have like 2 safes full of them. It's kind of silly. Most of them we got registered. There's a couple that we found more recently that I got to get registered. The California state changed the way they do that. It was very easy, surprisingly. When you buy a gun through a lien sale like this, it's a matter of paperwork. It was one form. Sorry, that was loud. One form you send to the state capital, which is in Sacramento, and I think it was $18 or $13, and you can register up to 3 guns on that one fee in one form. Super easy, and you show proof of the lien sale, which for us I think was a receipt of the storage auction, transferred title, then you can sell it. But when you do sell it, you can't sell it private party to private party. You have to go through a gun dealer who basically takes it into like an impound for the cooling off period, and then they transfer ownership. So they do all that for a fee. Never done it. I need to, because I don't need all these guns. I've never shot one single one of them. So I need to deal with that because we have a lot of stuff we need to let go of. So another thing I just haven't had time to deal with, but that was the process. A lot of guys don't do that. They just sell the guns in basically, I guess, this black market. We don't do that. And if I did, I wouldn't share it here, but we never have. Honestly, we never have done that. We're going to take care of them proper. There's some junk guns I have that I don't think anyone even paid for. I'm waiting for one of those trade-in things where they'll give you like a gift certificate, maybe to a pizza or something, to trade in some guns that way. But we do have a few nice ones we found over the years. Kyle Tehran, what's up? Kyle Tehran saying hello. Carla Salterini says, love watching your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. Jared Gunna, what's up? Seeing your videos actually got me to finally take the plunge into storage lockers. It's awesome. That's awesome, Jared. I love hearing that. We do hear that. We do hear from people saying that they buy their first one and they feel like they've, I don't know, if they're inspired by us, I'm sure by all the YouTube storage locker guys out there. But if you learn anything from us, great, because sometimes we can teach you what not to do too. But you just look at what we do. If it works, do that. If it doesn't work, don't do that. We do a lot of things wrong a lot too. Yeah, I'm a little behind on the chat here, but Angel's mom saying that's terrible. They're going to ruin their name. We're talking about this train, guys. I think that's right. Their reputation's on the line. And Brian's saying, take your stuff back. We might have to do that. I think that would be a worst case scenario. We drive out there, which is right near the flea market, in Stockton, and just be like, they have a brick and mortar store. So just knock. Hey guys, I want the stuff back. You've had enough time, And the funny thing is they wanted more stuff. They want to come get more stuff. And I'm like, man, sell what you got. I'm selling it. I know it sells. Yeah, Artie say, don't commit if you can't follow through. That's a good way to be with business, huh? Yeah, I know Pretty Girl's full. There's a lot of work here that goes unrewarded. So when we do have a good locker, often that's just offsetting some of the not so good lockers. And we don't lose money very often. Of course, when I spend $8,000 like a fool, I lose some money sometimes. But even like a $1,000 locker, if we sell it for $1,500, that $500 usually is not worth it if there's a lot of work involved, because we're talking like a good week of labor for me, because I'm work by myself and I'm slow. So yeah, a week for $500, that doesn't pay the bills around here. Not in this part of the country. It's super expensive here. Reselling Rockstars, great question. Is ammo the same thing? We found ammo in Montana in a unit. I would think Montana's got much looser laws than California, but here it's also illegal to sell ammo. It didn't used to be that way. We would bring ammo to the flea market and sell it. I don't think the flea market guys like it, but whatever. They don't come around that much, and it usually sold really fast, but it wasn't illegal by the state. Now it is. So that was a different law that was passed in the last few years. So I do not know how to properly sell ammo, but I'll tell you, like, we don't sell our ammo either. I've been stockpiling that. Not because I'm like some prepper, because I got plenty of things I should be stockpiling before ammo, like food and water. But we have a lot of ammo. And Rebecca's asking, do you find a lot of guns? We don't, because we're in California. It's just not as common over here. I think if we're in Texas or somewhere that's definitely a lot more gun friendly, we find a lot more guns. But here it's kind of rare. It's kind of rare for us. Solar Geeks asking, how do you start a live eBay online sale? I'm interested in learning this option. You can do it just the same as when you list anything else. When you get to the price, right above it, it says, what does it say? I forget. It says, buy it now, maybe. I forget what it is, the default. You can switch that to an auction. You can do a 5-day or a 7-day auction. There, I think, is a little bit of a fee for an auction, unless you have a store, but I'm talking like 10 or 25 cents. And then when I schedule them in advance, like I did most of the items tonight, I schedule them so they go 5 minutes apart. And I was listing for like 2 weeks to get that lineup. I think it's 10 cents, the schedule one, or otherwise you can list it live right now. But if the schedule heads, it's like a 10-cent fee. But anyways, not a big deal at all. Not a big deal. Let's see. Linda Springer says, love watching you and your family. You're so much fun. Thank you. Kimi Dora Caps says, I'm from the Philippines and far from your place, but I love watching your videos. That's so cool, Kimmy. We love that the technology allows that. It's really, really cool. Yvonne Christoph Dick says, hello from Canada. Another Canadian viewer. Welcome. Welcome. We got 412 people still on, and I'm just running my mouth. Sandra says, I'm falling asleep. Good night, everyone. Good night, Sandra. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Sis50 says, I have a bunch of comics I'd like to sell. That's comics are hot right now, just to let you know. Like, if we see a storage locker, then you see comic book boxes in there, the price goes way up. People are, oh, Mama G sent me a message. Probably I missed it in the chat, but oh, that's a good point. She's saying we could probably sell the guns at the gun shows as an independent dealer, and they do have some big ones around here. Great point. Never tried that. We never tried some stuff that I think would make great videos too, like a train show. We want to try a train show at some point. Carrie Sullivan's saying, hi, Jack, I love your auctions. How do you find out about locker auctions? This is another great question, guys. I'm so glad you're asking it, because that's the kind of stuff I was hoping to have some time for tonight. And we do have time. If you guys want to stick around, we can answer stuff like that until I go hoarse. Let me pull something up right now. Give me a second. I'm not checking my stocks or anything. I'm actually trying to get something up for you guys. Where are we at here? Where am I at? What the heck's going on here? Did something wrong. Hang on. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to show you where to go to find storage lockers if you guys are interested. It's as easy as using eBay. It's super easy. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's the screen I had up earlier. This is all old stuff. It hasn't been refreshed. So actually, I'll show you. Refresh it, and it should be empty. Yeah, 0. We got 0 auctions now. There's a few websites that do this, and I know a lot of you guys know all this. It's like, this is lame, because we already know all this. Okay, close your eyes. I'm gonna put my stuff in here. Just kidding, you can't see it. So I'm not a robot. Cool. All right. Let me show you. This is very similar to eBay. The only difference is you put in your area. So I'll put in my zip code right there. I'll usually narrow the search down 50 miles just to start with, and we'll go search. And this is going to display, you see the map there. It's going to display everything within a 50-mile radius. And because I have this set right here, soonest to latest, it's going to show us the auctions that are up, closing in the soonest amount of time. This one right here is in San Jose, which is like where a lot of big tech companies are. It's Silicon Valley. 14 hours from now, $80. This one right here, San Jose, 430 bucks. So you go through, I mean, yeah, here right here, there's some for 10 bucks, but they look like garbage piles, and they probably are, but you never know. If you wanted to buy something for 10 bucks, you can, and you can take a chance. Look at this one. This is kind of interesting. It's a pod, and that's a veritable wall right there. It's packed about as full as you can get them. Bunch of appliances in there, and who knows what else. I think those are 8x16 or something, the pods. You can get a lot of stuff in there, a lot more than it looks. So that's kind of interesting. 610 bucks, got 4 days left. But what I like to do is click on here. You can go highest to lowest just to see what the most expensive unit out there is. And here's one I was bidding on right here. I'm outbid because I don't bid very much. This one right here, 1,500 bucks. And that would be on, but it's got 11 days left. So this one's definitely going to go higher. Usually the higher ones are expiring soon because in the last little bit, that's when you see prices go up. Yeah, I see a lot of tools, and guys like tools. They're easy to sell. You get good money for them. Check that out. Some skateboards hanging on the wall up there. See some Vans boxes. So this got a cool vibe to it. What's this up here? Looks like some comic book boxes right there. And that's what that is. Look at that. That's why that one's going so high. I'm telling you, comic books are hot right now. Yeah, I think there's some comic book boxes probably. Interesting. So that's in South San Francisco. It's not too far from us, within 50 miles. But and then the bidding right here, you just put your bid in if you want to bid. 1,600, for example. I don't want to bid on that, but you click confirm bid now. And if the highest bid is 1,530, it'll show yours at 1,540. And it'll do that auto bid up to your limit, which is 1,600. It won't go 1,600 unless another guy's got a bid at 1,590. So yeah, anyways, there's a little bit of a intro to that. I'm behind on the chat here, so if I miss some of your questions, feel free to drop it again. I don't really want to miss people. Yeah, Lenny Mutt says, wow, somebody really knew how to play Tetris to fit that pod's container full like that, for sure. Yeah, and Lenny Mutt's also saying it could be somebody's old tax paperwork files. We found that too. Boxes and boxes of that stuff. Yeah, Sis50 saying, well, can I let you guys know on Monday what the total for tonight was? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Steven said it was probably, I think, 80, what do you say, 8,700 or 8,900? Yeah. What do you do with the things you can't sell? That's Lucille's asking that. Good question, Lucille. I love these questions. That's really good. So if you watch the flea market videos at the end of the day, today was like 9 o'clock, we do the dollar sale. And that's really when I look around, I go, man, there's not very many high-end items at this point. I had like a boom box on the table. That was the only high-end item. And then by high-end in Stockton, we're talking $5. So at that point, I just said, let's go a dollar sale, make more of it move. We sold probably 100 items at $1 each. And then at that point, it was like, okay, what do we do with the rest of the stuff? We don't like to dump stuff if we can avoid it because it's not good for the world. It goes in the landfills. So we do a free sale at the flea market, give it away. And I'm sure you guys see me do it. I think it's so much fun. People just get all like happy to come over. Oh, free. Oh, free. They take stuff they would never take if they had to pay a quarter for it. It's funny. That we make a lot of stuff go away that way. And usually by the end of the free sale, the stuff left is stained, damaged, like undesirable. That goes to the dump. But if I don't have time to go to the flea market, stuff that we don't have time for, we will donate. We'll just bring it down to the donation center and give it to them and let them sell it. We do a lot of that. We do a lot of it. And stuff like breakables, like I really don't like bringing a lot of glasses and dishware and stuff to the flea market. So I'll just donate that because the stores have shelves. They have people coming in looking for that stuff. And I just don't like dealing with it. I don't like unwrapping all the paper. And then at the flea market, it just doesn't sell that well. So we prefer to donate that kind of stuff. But yeah, we never seem to have a problem getting rid of stuff. But it does take work. It takes work to get rid of it too. Thank you, Mary. Mary says, love your videos. I could listen to you all day. You have a cool family also. Thank you so much. Love seeing the girls take interest in the lockers too. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, back when we were first making the videos, they were more interested. So they kind of got a little out of it, and totally normal. They're just, teenagers. They go through that. But it seems like now they're starting to actually want to make money. And that's part of their motivation. Because I tell them I pay them $15 an hour to help me, and which is a little high for their skill level. I tell them if they can learn how to edit videos or list on eBay, I will pay them more. But for what they do, $15 is obviously a little bit charitable. But I want them to be motivated, and they're saving for cars. So we make them pay for half of their cars. We don't just buy cars for them. So they're now starting to get to the point where they're like, if I earn money, I can buy a little bit nicer stuff, and that's cool. We want them to know that they have to work. We're not raising spoiled children. We want people that we want young adults that are going to know the value of money and respect it and be frugal, and good stewards with their money. So it's very important. That's cool. Mr. Billy US says, Jacket, it's fun watching your kids grow up. Like when they help filming. Yeah, that from Yuma, Arizona. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it's almost a little sad. I look at some of the videos even 4 years ago, and they're so little, and I'm just like, man, I love that age, but I love this age too. But yeah, it's cool capturing this, almost like our home movies, that we're sharing, and we can always go out. Sis Fitty says she's headed out. Going to see you guys on Monday. All right. Thanks for being here, Sis Fitty. All right. Let's see. Oh, Jared says in Vermont, you see a lot of free piles in people's yards. Yeah, good point. If we're in a homeowners association, they would not allow that for us. But they, some areas I go to, I do see that. Like I know we have friends that lived in Berkeley. If you guys are familiar with Berkeley, and they said they did that all the time. They'd be out on walks, and then they pass by, and people put a little free pile out, and they go by and go, "Oh, look, there's some shoes for the kids," and it's like it's great because you keep the stuff out of the landfills that way. Yeah, Picker's Warehouse says free sales are invigorating. They totally are. They're fun to do, and they're fun to shop at too. I mean, if I hear someone calling free sale, I can't help but be like, what they got over there? For some reason, their junk looks better than mine when it's free. That's right, Mama G. It goes from fun to making money. Whatever keeps them going, right? Whatever keeps them going. But I want them to learn that you can make money and have fun at the same time. That's a good lesson too, right? That's the way to do life, really. Drusilla is asking, what do you spend per year at the dump? That's a good question. I don't know if I've ever really, you know what? I do have that categorized in my QuickBooks, and I could probably update you guys. I can't remember right now off my last year's taxes. It's not that much. Surprisingly, it's not that much. On that $8,000 locker, I went to the dumps. It was like $200. That was like a lot of money. Normally, I'll take a truckload at a time to the local dump, and it's like $13 because I take small loads. But it's in our normal route, so it's not out of the way, and I can do small loads. But the $13 starts to add up, when you go 3 times for one locker. But it's never that much. And when we go to the flea market, sometimes I can pay someone to take all the garbage away, give them $20 or something to take all the garbage, because they're going with their load and it won't add that much. I'll add a few bucks on their load. Lenny Mutt says, I live in an area that has HOA. They drive me crazy. Yeah, it's something that I said before. I'll never go in another HOA, and then we did. And now I'm like, I'll never go in another HOA. Dang it. And tell me I can't park the trailer outside. I'm getting kind of stuffed up. Beth Dudley says, I love your videos. Didn't realize I was a fan of trains, especially your honesty and integrity. You deserve this windfall. Thank you so much, Beth. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the trains, because I know some people aren't. They're like, okay, enough of the trains. Get something new. And I respect that, because for me, it's hard to be as interested going through that many trains. So I try to break it up. I'm renting that locker back at this point. So I try to buy other lockers in the middle and switch off. and do other stuff. I like the variety. We did the same thing when we did that rich lady locker. We had so much women's clothing, and that it got, it's not, I'd rather find trains than women's clothing personally. Even though I'm not in the trains, it's women's clothing. To me, I don't get excited by that. I like finding stuff that you guys are excited about, but trains are these are such neat trains. I have to appreciate them. They are cool, but I like the variety too. I like the mystery. I do. Even the junky lockers, I like that really dusty hoarder locker we went through. Bad investment, a lot of time wasted, but I enjoyed that one. I did. I wanted to know what was in there. Yeah, Jim Jackson says my mom loves doing the free sales. She does. She gets her little horn, honk, honk, honk. Or today we had the cowbell, and then she switched to the horn, going back and forth. Free, everything's free. Alan Fickler says, Jack, enjoy watching you and your family. Learned a lot, and you have motivated me to get busy with my eBay stuff. Awesome. That's great, Alan. I love that. I hope that people see what we do and it motivates you in some way. Whatever that is, listing on eBay, and not even just if you're a reseller, just for like decluttering or getting rid of stuff. If you're like, I don't know how to get rid of this stuff, I don't want to do it at a garage sale. It's better than that. Like we can motivate you to do that, it's great. Declutter. It's awesome. It makes you feel good. And if you want to try to side gig, if you want to earn a little extra money and buying lockers or whatever, reselling, picking, it's so good if we can be part of that motivation. But even further so, we don't share a lot about our faith, but I hope you guys know by now we are Christians, and it's a big part of our lives. We're very involved with our church. Our son is the head pastor at the church. It's a big deal. If that motivates you, great. It's a big deal. Faith's a big deal to us. The weight loss that I've had this past 6 months or whatever, if that motivates you guys, send me an email. I'm glad to share with you what I did and put you in contact with the guy that got me on this meal plan, because it's worked out great. Like anything that we're doing here motivates you guys. I love that. Really. We want that. We want to be good examples and share what works for us in any of these arenas, not just storage lockers, but we hope to be good examples in other areas too. Hope to, not always. Barb's asking, what software do you use to edit videos? It would be great to watch you do one. That's a good, there are other guys out there that do these videos, and I'd say search for them because they'll be better at that. There's some guys that have fantastic educational videos, but we use Final Cut Pro, and I love it. So we're on Macintoshes. I've always been an Apple guy. iMovie comes free with the Apple computer. I was on iMovie for the first 3 years or so of doing this. iMovie is perfectly capable of doing professional level editing. Final Cut Pro is like the step up. So you do have to pay for it. I think it's $400, and it gives you a little bit more stuff, but fundamentally it is the same program. So I would say if you don't want to spend the money, iMovie is fantastic. But there's a bunch of other free software, and there's some big channels that do everything. I don't have my phone here, but they do everything on their phone with free or like almost free software. Like I think Video Shop is one of the ones, and you can do a lot on that too. Professional level, professional meaning YouTube quality, not broadcast TV or nothing, but but that's what I use. And if you search for Final Cut Pro, how to Final Cut Pro or intro to Final Cut Pro, there's guys on YouTube that will give you great videos and teach you so much better than I can. Oh, thank you. Brian Oakes is saying Alex is a real motivator, and he's talking about Alex, who was previously known as Fat Man, excuse me, Fat Man the Flipper, and then now is called That Man the Flipper because he's shedding the fat. He has lost a ton of weight. He's looking great, and he's gone through this real life change and positive change. And watching him and this emotional journey that creates is what inspired me to lose weight. And I'm down like 35 pounds. I was down 40. I got about 5 back up because I was getting a little careless. And he's who inspired me. And I could put you in contact with him, and he wants to share. He's basically now wants to be a life coach in that arena and help other people lose weight and change their lives, because it is like good. That's a good part of life. There's plenty of bad parts of life that we have to endure. That is actually something you can do that change your life for the better. I mean, there's almost no negativity about losing weight. Everything's going to get better. Like my ankles feel better, my feet rather, because my feet were hurting after some of these days. My knees and everything, the joints, you can feel them. So physically it's better, but it's more the emotional part. You just feel like you're on the right path, you know? So anyways, Alex, we owe it to him. And if you guys need that, I'll put you in touch with him and you'll be happy about it. So Juan is asking, what diet plan did you use? So they don't call it a diet plan. They want to call it a meal plan. And they've been real, not specific, but they've been clear that they don't want us to share the details on social media. So that's what we respect that. We don't do that. But I can give you details in an email. Shoot me an email, lockernuts@gmail.com. Same as my PayPal email. You guys can always reach out if you want to know about that weight loss stuff, and I'll put you in contact. I see a couple of questions about that, but just shoot me an email. That's why we don't like out and say, here's what we do. They tell us not to for some reason. So anyways, let's see. And they say it's not a diet. It's not a diet. It's a meal plan. That's a word play. It's not my rules, okay? But it has worked for me. And I've done a lot of different things over my life. And this has been very effective, even in my 50s, and not terribly hard. It's not easy, but not terribly hard either. So I suggest it. Richard Greer saying, wish they would do locker sales where we live in the Philippines. My wife gets excited watching all the stuff you find. I know I've heard that from other people watching the Philippines too. I've had people in the Philippines ask if I could send them stuff, like buy a locker and send them the contents, but it's like the shipping is just too cost prohibitive to make that happen. But yeah, a lot of other countries don't do it like they do here with the whole like lean sales, and also just with the culture of having so much stuff. Americans are just completely overindulgent in buying items and too attached to items. We buy, and I'm as guilty as anyone else, we buy too much stuff, so much stuff that we can't fit in our houses, and we have to rent little spaces. It's silliness. It's silliness. If we could just like take our ego out of it and like, look at ourselves and go, what are you doing, you fool? Spending all that money on stuff and then spending money to store it, but we do it. It's it's crazy. It's a crazy land, but we just have to laugh at it. Anne is asking, when you sell on eBay, what price item is worth listing that will make you money after the service charges? Great question, Anne. So when I first was starting on eBay and listing storage locker stuff, I'm saying, I said I won't list anything under $25. For me, that was my price point. Since then, I've gone to $35. So now I won't list anything less than $35 and up. I try to. Sometimes I list less if there's multiple. So if I have like 5 items that are worth $18 each, I'll do it. But it's not about the fees. For me, it's about the time, because shooting it, meaning photographing it and listing it, researching and then listing it takes time. Anything less than that is not worth my time, because I'm not very fast at listing. So it takes me too much time to list to make it worthwhile to list $15 items. But there are a lot of guys out there listing $15 items and making a good living off of it. But for me, that's was 25. Now I've raised it 35. So you have to find that price point. Maybe start at 25. So if you're out thrifting and finding stuff at garage sales or whatever to resell, you got to find where that, look at that and say, can I sell that for $25 or more? Otherwise, pass. That's what I suggest. Teresa is saying, how did you get the music intro on the videos? That's a free music available in the iMovie or Final Cut Pro. So they do have a few musics that you can choose from. That one just fit, and I'm happy with it even after all these years. But yeah, you have to get copyright free, unrestricted music. Otherwise, you're going to have tons of problems when you get to the point where you monetize, because they won't monetize those videos. They'll get they'll demonetize it. You won't get to make money. So you do have to use something that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Ashley says the videos, our videos and some other guys got them and her family into buying storage lockers. I love hearing that. I love it. Oh, Richard. Yeah, Richard's from Kentucky and moved to the Philippines. A lot of difference here. I can only imagine. I've never been in the Philippines, but I can only imagine. Probably pretty beautiful though, right? It looks beautiful. Yeah, Donna Haley says, very much enjoy watching your videos. The train unit was outrageous. I watched from Madison Heights, Virginia. So cool. All right, guys, we've been on a long time. And Mama G, thanks again for being here. I'm starting to get like a little congested or something. Talking, I don't really talk that much. I talk to myself in the locker. That's about most of it. Usually in our lives, I have Jana too, so we can bounce back and forth. And Jana's not here. I have Mama G backing me up, but tonight was a little different. This was a chat time, and I'm thinking my voice is starting to say, "Okay, wrap it up." Hitting the wrap it up box. My voice is saying it's time. Let me just go back real quick. If you guys had any questions, other questions about this stuff, drop it again if I missed it, because I did want to get to your questions. Oh, okay. Here's a couple questions. Lonin says, where do you find the in-person auctions? Another great question. So a couple ways. I always say the best way is to find the locker or the storages near you and look them up and call them. Say, when's your auctions and how do you list them? Most of them will probably be on Storage Treasures, because Storage Treasures is taking most of the business. But there's some other guys too, like bid13.com and selfstorageauctions.com and lockerfox.com and some other ones. But storagetreasures.com is like the 500-pound gorilla in the room. They've got most of them, but some of them aren't online. Some of them are still live, and they'll tell you. But for us, another easy way, there's like 4 main auctioneers here in this area, and they all have websites. So I can go to their website and check their calendar and see what their schedule looks like for the upcoming weeks. So when you find out who those auctioneers are, you can have that. But in the meantime, just call the facilities and ask them if they use one of those auctioneers. They'll say, oh, I use that auctioneer, and you should call them, or here's their website. And then they'll put you in touch with the auctioneer. Actually, I take it back. There's 5 auctioneers here. I just thought of another guy who's a complete crook, and he doesn't do very many anymore. It's funny. His name came up today at the flea market with some of the old timers that have been doing this a long time. And they were like, oh yeah, that guy, he's a crook. And I'm like, yeah, we don't go to his auctions. Luckily, he doesn't have very many, but there's something you got to watch out for. It's part of being in this business for a while. You start to learn what auctioneers are crooked, because some of them are. For us, I think there's one that I won't go to their auctions because, yeah, that's why. And I mean, I got more colorful words about him, but that's enough. He's a crook, and that's enough for us. We won't go to his auctions. But there's also crooked facilities too, and you got to be careful. And sometimes there's not really any way to know unless you're talking to other bidders. Sometimes you got to watch out, because some of them will give you false information too. So you got to trust the other bidder. But you can find out stuff from them, but also trial and error. Buy a locker. If you get that feeling that you got duped, like if you go back to one of my earliest videos, and it's the one where I say Watto duped me, that facility in San Jose, forget the name of it right now, I would say it if I knew it, they are crooked. And I felt like they staged that locker, and I paid $1,500, which is a lot of money back then. And I'll never go back to that one. And I've heard from other guys saying the exact same thing. Don't go to that one. They staged their stuff. So you learn those facilities that you got to be on guard for. So, and some of them you're like, I'm only going to bid so much because these guys are sketchy. Other ones are like, I'm never going to buy from them again. So you'll learn. It's part of being experienced in this. Let's see. Virginia says, I'm motivated to spend my money on your auction. On my auction? That's funny, Virginia. Hey, if that's where you want to spend, that's fine. We make it easy. You can watch online and we'll ship it to you. I'm back in the chat a little bit here. Let's see. I was trying to see if I missed any other questions. Picker's Warehouse says, I would love to make Jack an original intro song, but I think the viewers are used to the current jingle. I know I changed that jingle once, and man, I heard I heard about it. It was another stock, but Justin's an amazing musician, and his stuff is right up my alley. I'm sure, Justin, if you came up with something, I would love it. He's got some good stuff. And if you haven't watched his channel, he was an intro. Now I think he uses an outro. He's got a segment that's brilliant that he sings and is in, and it's so perfect for our business. It is brilliant. I love it. All right, Jana saying I love you. I guess that's the saying goodnight. All right, and I think it's Mom G saying goodnight. So we are going to be wrapping up here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. 2.5 hours. This is pretty good. We'll try to do this again. I think in like maybe once per month, where we can watch some of the eBay auction close. As long as we have stuff worthy, you know, that train locker, we still have a lot of cool stuff. They're here, and but that won't last forever. We'll sell through it, and then you want to turn off the.
Sorry.
Jana's got my salad too. Good timing, right? So,
and I'm listening to you.
Mark Binkley, what's up, Mark? Mark saying, have you tried Lathrop Storage? No, I have not. I don't think I've shopped from them before. I don't think I've bought in Lathrop before, but there's some out in the valley I've heard I gotta be wary of too. Not that one. So, yeah, thank you all for being. And Mark's one of our long-term friends too. He gave me swimming lessons when I was like, I think 3 years old. So known Mark almost my entire life, guys. Mark's an old friend of ours. And it means a lot to me that you're here, Mark. Thank you so much. So good night, everyone. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate it. Really, I do. I hope you had fun. And when we do this again, like think of questions that you want to ask. And that's what this session's for. You can also ask them in the live auctions on Mondays too. We just don't have as much time for the chitty chat stuff, but that was what tonight was for. So I'm glad you're here. And if you're on Facebook, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're only on YouTube, follow us on Facebook too. All right. Thanks, you guys. All right. We're going to wrap up. So until next time, good luck to you. God bless you. It feels weird without Jenna chiming in. And we'll see you next time here on Locker